Brutus. Big guy. Alrighty. We are up. And I'm not sure what else is going on right now on the YouTube. But normally I'm live, so we're going to be live. And let's see. Bunch of people live right now, but that's all right. What's up, Car Mob? How's it going, man? Yeah, later than my normal time, but I had some stuff to take care of today. Almost didn't go at all, but I figured what the heck. I got a lot to do for the boss between now and this weekend. I'm going to go put the new shoes on tomorrow. Matter of fact, the laptop's propped on top of the tires. Hey, Super Fast Truck. How you doing, sir? Man, we got some crazy wind going on right now. The whole house is shaking. We got these gale force winds. Brutus, no. Bruce is trying to hop in the Fox body. Chilling at home, getting ready to go to bed soon, but I'll hang out. Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate you hopping in, buddy. I'm just going to be on live for a little while, and see who hops in. Talk about some stuffs, and, you know. I'm going to do the, I think my plan is, if not this week, next week, to try and build the vacuum leak finder that Brutal made, and hopefully solve all my vacuum leaks on the Fox body soon. And then tomorrow, yeah, it rolls through you guys first. I appreciate it, Laguna. You got a nice car too, man. I didn't even know they made a red stripe one in the 13s. Herkins back in 69. Buster 2 clips the corral. Herkins back to this. Okay, I got you. I think I know what you're saying. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna try and get a video. Don't know how successful I'm gonna be. I polled a lot of my local friends. I gotta polled a lot of my local friends to see where a safe place to do a burnout is. None of them had a real answer for me. We'll see. We'll see if I can do one. And fry the old tires. But tomorrow the new Mickey Thompsons are going on, and I got to get that done. So hopefully it works out. And then once I do that, I got to start car show prepping this thing, man. I haven't like thoroughly detailed it the way I like to detail a car in a long time. It's usually been like day of show cleanings. So I need to go through it, even though I'm going to drive 2 hours to it. Yeah. So the show I'm taking my kids to is the first show I went to as a little boy. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Taking my kids, so they're well, it's not their first show, but they'll get to see where I grew up, see the house I grew up in, and visit my parents. Red Stripe is a day 2 mod from the prior owner, I believe. I'm keeping it on. Looks better than silver. Okay. I like them both, honestly. I did like the silver. I like the silver, and I like the red. Oh, hold on, man. Brutus, what are you doing to me? Don't scratch my car with your collar. Get out of here. Go. Go. Get out. Yeah, I watched your last video. That's the same show that... Did I miss it? Did you film the LTD wagons? That's the same show that Funky had the LTD wagon at, right? With the Coyote swap? What's up, Brody? How you doing, sir? Yeah, I got to get the giveaway winner shirts made. Every single giveaway winner that I did, every single one of them has a XL size XL. And guess what? I sold all my size XLs, so now I got to go make some more. So shirts are for sale, just like Car Mob had. I'm doing the same kind of deal here. It's gonna be $20, and yep, we're gonna start selling shirts. I forgot how to do it, man. I should feel like an amateur. I haven't turned on the ticker in quite a while. I can't even remember how to do it. Brutus, would you get out of here? What are you doing? Stop it. Oh, there it is. Oh. I don't even know how to edit it. Oh, there it is. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can play with this for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna open up the stream here in a minute if anybody wants to hop in. I don't got too much else to talk about. Well, shirts are for sale. $20. Yeah. PayPal. All right. Save that. And there it is. All right. Back to comments. Yep, just a different perspective. Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I saw the Thunderbird swap coyote. I like that one a lot. I do like those old Thunderbirds, the 80s ones. Mustang Mike, how you doing, sir? Yeah, that thing you sent me on Facebook, Mike. I can't comment on it. I don't do commentary on political stuff. Everybody saying hi. Mustang Mike saying hi. Super Best Will the Trill, how you doing, sir? Will, I don't think you entered the contest, man. The 1500. I don't think you entered that. I only left it up for about a week though, so you might not even seen it. Again, Mike, I'm not going to comment. No comment. I plead the fifth. I'm pretty good about obeying that rule. So, yeah, this will be the first time I've trailered my kids' cars. I'll be trailering them 2 hours away on the interstate. I don't have the wiring harness hooked up yet for the boss, and I'm kind of counting on the fact that you can kind of still see my taillights. So hopefully I don't get a ticket going up. Usually I just get thumbs ups from police officers. So hopefully just more of the same. Mike, I saw you got that washer out. So, Mike, what else? Well, you can tell me if you come on the panel, but what else you got going on with the car? She going to be ready to fire soon? I got to order a new top for the Fox body because it looks good. It looks good with the tonneau cover covering the top, but the top has a problem. Yeah, it broke the record for the stick shift, right? That's the stick shift world record holder. I think everybody's calling it a coyote, or no, it's just the stick shift world record holder. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna open it here in a minute. Yeah, I did go late, so I'll go ahead and post it. Why not? I didn't have a. Oh man, Mr. Hetzler, it is so good to hear from you, sir. I'm glad that you're here. We've all been praying for you, brother, and yeah, man, it's good to hear from you. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me fix this. That's where it's pinned. All right. Message is pinned. I know, right? He's here, everybody. Now I got to change the title of this. Now featuring the great T. Hetzler. Yeah, T, man, we've been talking about you nonstop, brother. So it's definitely good to hear from you. What is up, Mike? So definitely. Hold on, let me mute my old. There it is. All right, we're good. Curtis, what are you doing to me, son?
Okay. T. Hessler, brother, oh my God, we have been praying so hard for you, man. Everybody has. We've been talking about you nonstop. Boss Man has been getting updates from, I guess, your brother and everything, and it was good news and bad news, and then it's been good news. It's so good to see you in someone's live stream, man. This is awesome. I hope like hell you're doing really good and good to see you again. Wow.
Yeah, man, that was unexpected.
That was he popped in here and I was like, holy crap. Uh, your question earlier, I put my drive shaft in today, filled up my transmission, finally got to my belt, the right size belt, and then now all I gotta do is put my dash back in, finish, neatening up the wires and everything, and wire my fuel pump up and put fuel in it. That's pretty much it. I still gotta put coolant in it and stuff, but that's minor stuff, But
Brailsford, I coded 8 times. I almost didn't pull. I know, man. We've
oh my
been.
God.
I got a couple. You're the second guy I know who's had something very similar or had that. I had another buddy of mine who was in a coma in the hospital for I want to say it was like 5 months. He had been in an ATV wreck and he had like damaged his whole body. Like he broke freaking everything. He punctured his lungs and he coded quite a few times as well. But dude, I'm so glad you're here, man. I'm glad that you pulled through.
T Hetzler, man, you continue to get better and concentrate on yourself and with your physical therapy and everything. You get better. We're going to continue to pray for you and all. And maybe we'll see you up on an actual panel one of these days, hopefully in the near future. But seeing you in the chat talking to us, man, it just, oh my God, that blew my mind. That right there turned your live stream around right there. That's the whole live stream right there.
That's right, man.
And forget about these cars. These cars can wait, man. Our
Yeah.
our, our friend, we talk a lot of crap when you're around, but I tell you what, man, we've been worried sick about you.
Funky 50, Concord NC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I maybe next year. Yeah, man. Teammate everybody's night. I'm glad you got there, Funky. Nice and safe.
Car Mob, I agree, man. This made my entire night. Everything that's been going bad tonight, at the home front. I mean, oh man, this right here just made my entire night. This made my whole year, man. That's
today's been a rough day. My grandmother had a stroke last night, so
man, sorry to hear that.
She had surgery, and we're just waiting to see how she's doing. So
did she have a blockage in her carotid or something?
I don't know. She was on a flight to Arizona to go see my uncle, and when it was landing, she had a stroke 5 minutes from landing. And luckily, they got her to the hospital fast and treated, and we'll see what happens.
Oh man, and we'll be praying for her too, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not at all what you want to hear, but I'm not trying to bring down the mood either. So, this is kind of something to distract me a little bit.
That's understandable. It's definitely understandable. Well, hopefully you hear nothing but good news.
Yep, that's what we're waiting. Well, I mean, so far it sounds like she's sounds like they said she's got good blood flow now after the surgery, so hopefully that means that
That's good.
there's minimal damage, if any. But we won't know until she starts to wake up.
But usually when they have strokes, they got blockage in the carotid arteries. My uncle had 95% blockage in one
Go.
and 85% in the other one, and he had
Yeah.
he had 4 strokes, and then they finally was able to get the blockage undone, and they wound up having to go. They went in there and clean out the blockage, and then wound up putting stents in where the blockage was to kind of help the blood flow better. And
Chris, get the.
but
I'm sorry, man. My dog is like
oh no,
crawling. I've got no space in my garage right now, so
you
the
don't
mini
have a
boss.
car seat. You don't have a car seat. Lay down and sleep. That's what the problem is. Open up the door of the Mustang, let up in there, and go to sleep, and he will be fine.
He will go to sleep in there, but the problem is, see behind those mini bosses.
Uh-huh.
Those are half my Christmas lights. We're crazy Christmas people, and like the day after Halloween, my lights are going up. So I'm probably gonna have a video, honestly, on my channel of my Christmas lights because we got the kit that syncs it to Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and it's gonna be badass. So
Salty Shane, where you going, man?
Salty, you didn't. Oh, okay, he saw. Never mind.
Yeah, he's out.
So Mike, how you doing?
Mike Hall, what's up? Street Fox, what's happening? Stupid
Street
Fast,
Fox, how you doing,
what's
sir?
happening?
But yeah, man. So
Check it out, guys. T. Hensler's in the chat with y'all.
That's
How
right.
cool is that, man?
He is here. Yeah. So I was. I might see if I can get. It all depends on the weather and how crappy it is. I got a buddy who's going to chop my cats for me, or at least weld in the new pipes.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna see if I can get those put on the Fox this week, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if I can get if they're supposed to rain during the week, so I might not be able to take it out there.
And you talking about the convertible top? Are you gonna try to do that yourself, or?
I've heard it's a pain. I've heard it's bad.
It's well. Go to YouTube, type in convertible top on a Fox body.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an upholstery guy. He's owns his own, has his own shop, but he's a Mexican, and he goes step by step on exactly how to do it, and he explains to you why you have to go in these certain steps.
I can do that. I can
And,
follow
and
steps.
yeah, and you can buy the top kit that has the actual glass or the plastic back window. I would get the glass with like the rear defroster because I'm sure that car had rear window defroster, and you can get all that on LMR.
Yeah. So
and it's not that expensive. So
I don't know how many people in the chat have heard of ForScan, but the ForScan scanners, they're like they're like $19 on Amazon. You plug it into a laptop. You download the free program from the internet. Sounds super sketchy. However, it is freaking incredible. It's like it's like a reverse engineered Ford diagnostic tool, and it throws all your checks all your codes, and it suggests possible causes for each of these codes. So you can go through all the codes if you have multiple, and you can find the common cause, and that's 90% probably your problem. It's pretty incredible. And so I'm probably gonna do a video on it. I'm interested to see if I have any hidden codes in the Boss. So I'm probably gonna run one on the Boss just for a video. And because it helped me. I mean, I thought it was the alternator in my daily already, but it helped me pinpoint that has to be it. Yeah. I tell you what, man, I'm on board. My buddy told me to buy it 2 years ago. He told me to pick one up 2 years ago, and I went online. I was like, it's $19. That's got to be worse than my $40 Harbor Freight one. I was way wrong. Way wrong. It's like a $2,000 tool packed into $20. I recommend it for everybody. Yeah, T was here. He's he's doing a little better because he's able to talk to us.
Yeah, he's probably he he's probably still really weak. I'm sure he is, but at least at least he was able to jump in and at least he's doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking up the scanners now. Here's the uh, 4Scan scanner right now.
I got one. It was an ELMJ or something like that, and it's
They
not.
got the ELM 327 OBD2. It's the USB adapter for Windows.
Yeah, that might be the one I got. There's certain ones. They're not all equal. Let me say that there are copycats that don't use all the functions.
All right, this adapter is like it was $20 on Amazon.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
Yep. But there's a bunch of. They're all $20. That's the thing. You got to make sure. You go on the 4Scan website and they tell you which ones you should look for. Because they'll say on the web.
I remember using the old scanners like Ford used. The old OBD1 scanners and stuff.
Well, somebody were literally, dude, Brutus, get back here, man. You're gonna cause a giant crash in my garage. What are you doing? Sorry, Mike.
That's all right, man.
He's after something in my garage. I don't know what it is. Hopefully, there's not a snake in here or something.
Yeah, it's that time of the year for us. We got a cow pasture behind us, and then we got cotton fields and cornfields across the road from us. And we get field mice when it starts getting cold. They start going into the houses and stuff. And
hey, Chuck, how you doing, sir?
We seen a little baby one last night, and I was like, well, time to start setting out the traps. We usually get 5 or 6 every winter.
Yeah, I killed a redheaded. It was like a redheaded some sort of snake the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Black Mamba. Hey, Chuck. So you said you think if you're still here, Chuck, because I know you like to hop in and hit like and leave now. Have you started to put your car back together? I know you said you're hoping for November. So you're starting to get parts yet? Or are you still like compiling your budget?
Trump back. What's going on, buddy?
How's it going, Jim? I know copperheads are everywhere, man. Copperheads are. You don't even got you have to worry about the babies more than you do the big ones because the babies can't control their venom, so the babies can kill you.
Mike's Garage, I didn't say hi to you earlier, man. I apologize. What's up, buddy? Funky, I meant to say hi to you too.
I saw Sublime was hanging out with MJI and Fatboy Fox.
Yeah, he's got his track attack tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, man, I really would have loved to go out to Charlotte. I guess I'm glad I didn't now because I'm going to the show this weekend up in near Raleigh, and that's where my dad is. And it's probably good. It's good that I'm going to spend time with my dad, especially with what's going on. So,
yeah, I told him today. I talked to him today on the phone. I told him that he needs to make some YouTube short videos. Put up on YouTube, especially I said I would do one because he said they got every color GT500 that they made, all the colors and stuff. They'll ask you what color your car is and stuff, and then you can drive your color or just pick it whichever one you want.
Well, Mike,
which is cool.
Mike, if you see them, not other Mike's Garage. If you see him, Mike, you kill him. I don't know. I pray to God that my dogs would find them first. I don't want my dogs to get hurt, but I'd rather it be my dog than my kid.
All right, Mike's Garage. Do you guys have issues with snakes around your house and yard?
Because we don't really get a ton of snakes around here. It's my neighbors get them more than I do because they don't trim behind their house. I keep the grass around my property short.
Tim Windsor, what's up? The reason why I'm asking, Mike, what I would do is if you have like a fenced-in backyard, like a privacy fence or something like that, you're going to get snakes in there regardless. Go get you some mothballs and spread around the backyard. The mothballs are the best thing to put around your yard, and just keep your grass cut, kind of short, especially I would come in about like a push more width from the edge of the fence and cut it down real low and down just about down to the dirt. And that way you got like a border around the edge of your yard, and just keep the rest of your grass cut kind of short, but put mothballs around the yard.
I mean, Mike. I mean, my kids do play in the backyard, and there are copperheads like all over North Carolina. But like, I don't know what you're thinking. It's not like a snake pit in my backyard, you know. So I mean, it's not.
Oh, you're thinking about moving south? Get your dog.
Yeah, I mean, the dogs are out there with my kids. If there's a snake, my dog's going to go after it first, and you know he might get tagged. But I'd rather my dog take that bullet than my children. But I mean, I've only seen one snake since I've lived here in North Carolina, and it was like a teeny little, I think it was called like a pinhead something, and it was non-venomous. But I got rid of it because I didn't want a venomous snake to come here and try and eat them. Except cobras. I got a report of cougar sighting up by me, and no, talking about the nice 45-year-old women. No, I'm just kidding. There's cougars. I tell you what, there's what was it? Massachusetts had reports back in the early 2010s, about 2012, of wolves, gray wolves in Massachusetts. And the Department of Wildlife was like, no, there's no gray wolves here. Haven't been gray wolves in 100 years. And a farmer shot one because it was eating his sheep. And he's like, no, there's a gray wolf here. And here it is. So the coyotes in the Northeast, if you ever hunt coyote, in the Southeast, they're pretty small little animals. In the Northeast, they're getting huge because they're saying the average blood percentage of a coyote now is 25% gray wolf. And so coyotes aren't scared of people. And they're getting that gray wolf DNA, so they're not just scavengers anymore. They're starting to hunt in packs up in the Northeast.
MGB Chuck, have a good one, bud.
Dude, yeah, he's rebuilding his small block Chevy. Hey, Chuck, thanks for hopping in, man. You take care. Let me know when your car's going. I like hearing your progress on it.
El Coro, good morning, I think it is for you, huh?
Said lunchtime.
Lunchtime at work.
How you doing, Coro? It's been a while, my friend.
El Coro, you missed it. T. Hetzler was just in here in the chat.
Yep.
Around here we have issues with coyotes and
we get wild hog. We get wild hog issues out but you do too down there.
Yeah. Well, we don't have around here. We don't have as many wild hogs as you would think. They're more in the wooded areas and on the farmlands.
Well, we got hog.
We had a potbelly pig walk up in our yard over the weekend that belonged to somebody down the street.
We get wild hogs around here because there's hog farms all over the place here, and it does not take them long to become wild once they escape. And then we also get, a lot of people don't know this, but North Carolina especially, we get the nation's biggest black bears. The black bears here are huge because they don't do the hibernation thing. They're able to stay up pretty much all year round, eating lots of food, and they just get huge. They're like 800, 900 pounds. They're big bears.
And
I have not Laguna Boss. It's on my to-do list. If I go to Ponies in the Smokies next year, I'm definitely going to hit it on the way home. But that's the plan. I'd love to go wild hog hunting. If you're an avid hunter, you guys need to go on you're on YouTube, open a new tab, and look up Apocalypse. And you can, if you want to add to it, Apocalypse Ted Nugent. It's him from a helicopter shooting a damn minigun, taking out wild hogs. It's incredible. Ted Nugent I love Ted Nugent. I saw him in concert. He is a gun freak. His stage had literally probably 200 guns propped up on it. And then his backdrop was a caricature of him. It was a caricature of Ted Nugent in a Sherman tank holding up two Uzis or something like that, and he had a banner across it that said "Trample the weak, hurdle the dead." So you're like, God, man, oh, you're crazy. It was the only concert I've ever been to, Street Fox, where swear to God, I was deaf in my right ear when I left. I couldn't hear
Yeah,
anything.
I seen I seen Ted Nugent concert in Alabama one
It was
time.
loud.
It was yeah, it was pretty bad.
I was actually scared because I was about to commission in the Navy, and I couldn't hear out my right ear. So I'm like, I'm gonna fail physical. Like I don't know what to do. Like if I'm like permanently deaf, I could not hear a thing.
Put Street Fox's question that he was
Andy,
asking me up on the screen for me, Matt.
I missed it. Hold on, let me see. How far up is it?
It's
Here
right
it is.
above
Okay.
Mike's garage. Yeah, it says when you set your channel URL, can you change your channel name and reassign the URL?
You can always change
Yes,
your channel name.
yeah, you can always channel name. You can change your channel name anytime you want to whatever you want.
I don't
Because
know how often you use
my channel
URL.
used to be Mustang Mike, and then I seen that everybody was having a hard time finding it because there was like 5 or 6 Mustang Mikes, and so I added the 256, which is the state area or the area code for the area of the state that I live in, and but yeah, you just go to your crap. What is it?
Have a good night, Tim. Thanks for hopping in, my friend.
You go to YouTube Studio, and then you go down to, I want to say it's customization, basic info.
Shop Cat Industries.
Yeah, you go to YouTube channel or to your YouTube channel and go to YouTube Studio. Go to customization, which is right down below monetization and above audio library. Click on it, and then you get layout, branding, or basic info. You go to basic info, then you'll see your channel name, and then there'll be the little pin that says edit channel name. You just click on it, and you can change your channel name, and then once you change your channel name, it'll automatically change your channel URL.
That's pretty funny, Laguna boss. Shop Cat Industries, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in my live stream before, so welcome. Thank you for hopping in. Everybody, I don't think I've mentioned it. So the last video I did was my complete walk around, honest review of my Fox body. So if you haven't seen that, be sure you go check it out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm behind. I gotta go watch it. I got it in my saved videos.
the only thing I didn't talk about in there was the top, and all I can tell you is the back window is not on the car. It's sitting on my shelf right here, so I got no back window. And other than that, the car is as pictured on the video, but it's a driver right now. I still need to address the stinking. I still need to address the idle issue, which I'm gonna do Brutal's. I'm gonna build Brutal's little smoke system or whatever it is. I just gotta watch how to do it again and get all the parts.
You probably got some. You may have some vacuum lines uh, leaking or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure it is. So I'm
It,
gonna
the
find.
best thing to do is just go in there and just start replacing all your vacuum lines. Just go buy you a roll of vacuum
I
line.
got it. I got to roll. I just
Yeah,
need
just
to.
yeah, just go ahead and start replace them one at a time. Pull one off, follow it all the way where it goes, replace it, and just go ahead and replace every single one of them.
Cars and Q's. It is a Whalers hat. So fun fact. My family. I was born in Connecticut. So the first game, that my you know, Whalers were up there in Connecticut. We moved down to North Carolina in like 1995, and then the Whalers moved down to North Carolina and became the Hurricanes in 1996. So they followed us down here. And so my home team is still my home team. A 96-hour rum binge. Oh, man. Coro,
Holy
it's
crap!
a work week, Coro.
Happy birthday to you, bud. By
Yeah,
the
happy
way.
birthday, Coro.
Yeah, no problem, Street Fox. Message me or whatever. I think you got my. Don't you have my phone number, Street Fox? I want to say you're in my contacts. Hang on a second. Street Slayers, I got him. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, just message me or call me or whatever. And if you have any issues,
Yeah, that's
I'll
what I'm gonna
walk you
do.
through it.
Super fast truck. I think I don't know if the smoke detector he did was the same one as. I don't know if it's the same one as Brutal, but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch a couple videos on him and build my own. I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's see. I was asked a question about MT82. I understand Caliber does an amazing revamping it to be bulletproof, especially stage 3 rebuild. My boss, you haven't been. I know you're pretty new, Laguna. So my boss still has the stock MT82. At about 60,000 miles, I changed out the fluid. I went to the Calmer cocktail. I started developing a minor whine, and it sounds like it's RPM based, not speed based. So it's not my differential. I think it might be the pilot bearing and the trans, maybe. But I've had no issue shifting. I got the MGW short throw shifter, braided cable, so I don't get the deformation of the if you have the stock clutch line, it'll deform as soon as it gets hot. So I got the braided line, don't have that issue anymore. Pedal never sticks anymore. But MT82, they're hit or miss, the stock ones. You might get a good one, you might get a bad one. You get China parts in there, so a lot of them are cheap and you get crap that breaks. The Caliber Stage 3 is supposed to be bulletproof. I've got one in my garage right over here, and it's waiting to go in my car. I have a Caliber Stage 3 Ford Performance one-piece drive shaft, BMR safety loop, and then I've got the RXT clutch rated for 1,000 horsepower. The Caliber Stage 3 is rated for 1,000 horsepower. And I've got an aluminum flywheel. I'm probably going to ditch the aluminum flywheel and go to a billet steel, just because I've talked to a lot of the other boss owners, and that's what the guys, a couple of the guys who I know are running performance cars, they said to go with billet steel, and based on their experience, and so I trust them completely. So I'm probably going to sell my aluminum flywheel and go find a billet steel one.
Are you going to run a hydraulic throwout on it?
It's already hydraulic throughout.
Yeah. Or hydraulic? Okay.
So that's why I had to switch to the braided line, because the plastic line that came with it, as soon as it gets hot, your pedal will stick to the floor, and it is a horrible, horrible feeling. And I've had these parts for a while, Street Fox. I know you're saying awesome parts there, but they've been, and it sucks that they're sitting here. I was hoping to have them on the car, but the baby was born, and it kind of became a back, not the priority anymore. So the car still drives great with stock transmission, and I'm glad it's still in the car, because I should have mentioned this also in the comments. All right, guys. So I got a new goal, like a revamped. I was just kind of doing this to keep going, and I'm having fun. I'm still having a lot of fun. But now I have a new focus. I absolutely want to get to 2,000 subscribers, because the moment I get to 2,000 subscribers, my wife has agreed to be in a video. And so
What?
I didn't even bring it up. She brought it up. So she said, if you get 2,000, I'll be in a video. So
I saw her hand in the baby video today on Facebook.
Yeah. So
I seen her hand.
So she agreed to be on YouTube. So the plan, I don't know. I'm debating. It depends on if I can find a good spot for it, because I want to set her up for success. I don't want her to be in an area where she might panic a little bit. But I want to teach her to drive stick shift in the Boss. I've got basically an expendable transmission, so why not? So I think that'd be a good video. Teach her to drive stick shift in the Boss. It's very easy. I mean, all you got to do is let off the clutch, and the car will start moving. And then
super fastest.
I'm getting there. Anybody watch the C806 reveal today? I did see I saw some clips of it later, stupid fast, and it looks awesome. It revs to 8,600 RPM. That's freaking sweet. And it's NA making like 600 and I think 670 horsepower, something like that.
Dave's Rentals, what's going on, buddy?
And
super fast. This ain't the wrong stream, bud. We're all car guys in here, no matter what it is.
Yeah, Cletus, I saw you in here. Thanks for hopping in. I didn't think I've said hello.
Yeah, Cletus, what's happening?
I was answering some other questions. Let's see. Wood and Metal Garage, how you doing, sir? Welcome. So yeah,
What's
guys,
up,
bunch of
Buddy
other guys cross pollinating from another group of YouTubers. So as my little ticker says, if you see people you don't know and you might be interested, go check them out.
Hey, I hit 611 subs today.
Nice, man. Nice.
That's cool. My watch hours keep going back down. I was at 1140, and I'm back down to 1122.
So my last, I want to say, month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I talked about it in my last live stream. The moment I called out YouTube, literally the next day, the moment I called out YouTube for the video where they said it was child endangerment, my son revving the engine of the Boss 302. I said, YouTube, you're overstepping your bounds here. I was there, private property, no one around, park and brake engaged. I'm watching them. And they were like, oh, yeah, you're right. Good to go. And I was like, okay, cool, fixed. But the next day, my analytics just went. So I went from I was averaging about 100 subs a month. I'm down to I'm averaging now 30, 38. And I try not to reflect on it too much because I'm just doing my thing. It's just it's hard not to notice that when you're looking at it because it just dive bombed.
Yeah, they put you on that. What is it called? It's something. It's some kind of ban where it's where they don't.
327 Garage. What's up?
What's up, buddy? Where they don't put your videos out or in suggested videos and stuff for other people. They
Well, I still get.
they'll take one video and they won't put it out like that, so they'll put that video on a band or something. A
I
band or
don't.
something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and maybe it's nothing. Maybe I might just be seeing things that aren't happening. Maybe it's just how my channel really is. But I still got videos that are crushing it. So my Carvana video, dude, that video has been gold for me since the moment I made it, and it's still crushing it. Been around two MGW S197s, S197, S550. Yeah, MGW, dude. Anyone who goes Barton's okay. I've heard good things about Barton, but everybody I know who's had a Barton goes to MGW says the MGW is night and day better. I would absolutely go MGW. They're a little more expensive, I think, but you get what you pay for in those. And I've never experienced. So the one thing the Boss owners all have, the issue, Laguna, if you're still here, the issue a lot of the Boss owners have with their MT82s is high RPM lockout. I have never been locked out in my car, not once, and it's had a MGW since the day I got it.
Oh, did I tell you I got that block from Speed Addict?
No.
Yeah. Got the 1968 302 block and the 1968 C4 transmission.
Big block 402. How's it going, sir? Yeah, it might be dudes with wrenches. I'm not sure.
Shadow ban. That's what it's called. Shadow ban. Yes.
Hopefully it's if it is a real thing, if it's what's happening, hopefully it's temporary. If not, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and I guess I'll just grow slower. But what is happening, and I could let me show. I don't know if I could show it. Let's see. Hold on.
Well, I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers and everybody that watches my videos.
Yep.
I appreciate it. But the only reason why I'm doing YouTube, it ain't to make money off of it. If I do eventually get monetized and make a little bit off of it, oh well, that's great. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't bother me that much. I'm not looking to make a living off of it. The main reason why I do it is for my kids. That way, when my time comes, they got something to go back and look on, look here, at, brother. Say, hey, this is my dad. This is what he did. That's Same my here. Main reason of doing it.
Same here. So the next video I'm gonna, or not probably not the next one I'm uploading, but the video I'm making this weekend, going to visit my dad and taking my kids to the first car show I ever went to as a kid at my son's age. That's gonna be that's gonna be really special for me. The video probably won't do that well, but it's gonna be a very special one for me that I'm gonna love watching down the road.
Exactly. And what you do with your kids, like with the mini bosses there behind you, I think that's absolutely awesome. You know,
Yeah.
you take them with you to the car shows and seeing them out there, you know, hand detailing their cars and stuff and shining them up just like you do yours. I mean, it's cool to watch, man. I love it.
My son's
I enjoy
actually
watching.
entered. I had to pay for another parking spot at the show to be able to take my kids' cars. So I actually entered my son's car. He's registered in the custom class under Power Wheels Ford Boss 302. So he might win a
Really?
trophy. Yeah, we'll see. Laguna, man, to quote Matthew McConaughey, you got to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get up to 7,500 all the way. You're not going to break the car. I mean, you might, but probably not. I do it all the time. It is. You're not making peak. You're not making peak power, Laguna, until you're at. So the one thing that's unique about the Boss 302 that you might not know is that you make peak power at 7,500 RPM. So at max RPM is where you make peak power. Whereas at a GT, you're making peak power like 6,500 or so. You're making it below red line. Once you get red line, you start to lose a little bit of the numbers. Oh man, we got 8. Hold on, I'm missing something. Where am I
You
missing
get you
it?
a super sticker.
I'm looking for it. Andy Stevenson with a super sticker. Hey Andy, I really appreciate it, sir. It's never, I never ask for anything from you guys, and I greatly appreciate anyone who donates to the channel. It all goes into the channel. It goes into getting parts for the cars. Helps me move projects along a little bit. I try to keep it self-sustaining as it can be, but you don't really make that much on here. Luckily, Fox Body parts have been relatively cheap. Like literally, I could buy a part for the Fox Body, and if I were to buy the same part for the Boss, the part for the Fox Body is a quarter of the cost. It's not even nearly close. So Andy, I really appreciate it, sir. It's going to go to a good use here. Let me get back up to where I was. Gonna make sure I hit everybody's comments. I finally got a video that hit. Got 1,000 views in 24 hours. Picked up 50 subscribers.
That's
Nice,
awesome.
nice, Mike. What was the video on, Mike?
That was his comparison video, the Mach 1 and the Cobra engines.
Ah, okay.
That was his compare.
Well, he
Yeah,
knows all about that stuff, man. So
yeah. He said because he even said he did hardly no editing on it at all.
that's your bread and butter, Mike. That's good stuff.
Well, it's just like my Holly video on my Sniper EFI.
Yeah. Hey,
I renamed it and picked up 420 subscribers in 3 days.
nice. Hey, Laguna. Yeah, MGW. But I'm serious. For sure, the braided clutch line, stainless steel clutch line, stainless line. And when you do it, make sure you watch my video on it because those little clips that are in there retaining those hoses, don't lose those. If you lose those clips, they're $10 a pop to buy new ones from Steeda because it's the only place I can find them. And that's $10 shipping on top of that. So $30 for 2 10-cent clips.
Fat Boy Fox, what's going on, buddy?
Mike's Garage. Yes, Mike, your cars are awesome. Agreed. Rich, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Man, I need to start this late every night,
Right? You getting everybody in here.
Well, the problem was, so I was going at like 9 is when I used to start, and I was still overlapping with Destroyer. But that was just, Tuesdays is my day, so I'm gonna go on Tuesday. If other people are going, that's okay. I just I can't change it. It's Boss 302sdays. It just works. I can't go to Wednesday.
Friday I'm gonna get with you and order a shirt from you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta I set up the.
I love that design on your shirt, that logo.
Yeah, the guy who
that's the best. That is the best looking logo I've seen on anybody's shirts.
I appreciate that.
It's plain as it's just simple and to the point.
Yeah, it's simple and it's easy to replicate. The good thing is the guy who actually designed these decals, he designed that for me. And he literally just he took the Boss decal and he shrunk it down, and then he found a way to identify the font and he changed it. So I'm hoping to get some actual stickers made from him. And once I pay for those and get those, I'll probably start sending those out to a bunch of you guys who
Yeah, I definitely need one to put on my back window of my Fox. I'm trying to
4K
get all my YouTuber buddies decals on the back. Mr. Mach
4K.
1, what's up, Gary?
Stupid fast. What am I missing? You're asking something. 4K with that intake. What's he talking about?
I think
4K.
he was talking about. Let me go back up here. I'll help you out. I think he was talking about.
Cletus. Oh yeah, Cletus. If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, Cletus. I watched that entire truck video, man. I was kind of blown away because that truck was a turd. That truck was a piece of junk, and you actually made it look pretty way. You made it decent, and I'm sure you're going to be able to flip that after watching that.
Hey, do you watch Vice Grip Garage?
I think I'm subscribed, and I've watched a couple videos. I've been trying to be better about watching people's stuff. I've had not as much time as I would like this past few months.
You need to go check out his video, dude. He's got a damn double wide rack in his shop now. It's huge.
Those abandoned track videos are pretty cool. I've been watching them. Yeah. There's one thing I want to do. I want to do it on my channel. So Raleigh, a lot of people don't know, and someone's already done a video on it. There's one on YouTube, but I want to go see it for myself. So Raleigh, there used to be a Raleigh Speedway, and apparently they rebuilt the city on it, right? But there's a bank from the track that's in the woods, and you can go into the woods and you clear the pine straw, and you'll be standing on top of the freaking racetrack.
That's cool.
So I want to go do that just to kind of take my kids out there and let them see that. I think that'd be fun.
Hey,
even though I'm a half-ass member of this YouTube Mustang community, I think it's great people to get together and real friendships. Hey, man. Yeah. So my wife's, I think she's starting to see it. The initial reaction is, you're going on there just talking to people you don't know. I was like, I'm getting to know these people. I talk to them a lot. And a lot of these guys are people who I feel very comfortable going to meet and just hanging out with you guys.
Well, just take, for instance, with me and Car Mob and Sublime and all of us, meeting up at Car Mob's house, the man pretty much gave me his whole basement, for me and my family, for 3 days, twice,
Yeah.
and I don't know anybody else that would do that,
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the man donated a turbo kit to me. I was like, dude, I barely know you and you're doing all this stuff for me, but that's what it's about. It's part of it's the camaraderie that we have with each other. Even though some people in here, they like Chevrolets or they like Dodgers or whatever, they have their own flavor of they like, but we're all still a car community.
Yeah. And they get caught up real quick.
Strongest.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Get caught up real quick. Yeah, Andy. I'm excited to get her on here. I would do a reaction video for her, but I'm kind of hesitant on doing that because I want her to come back. I don't want the video to be me scaring the crap out of her and her not come back. Comparison videos also always. Hey Gary, how's it going, man? I'm trying to get caught up real quick.
What's going on, Gary?
Stupid. So comparison videos. So a comparison video that I'm going to do in the near future when I get a chance is I'm going to do whether you should buy a Boss 302 or a new S550. Because honestly, you can get a used Boss 302 with good miles for the price or less than these new S550s. So I'm going to do
Gary,
that.
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
No, you're good. I'm just thumbing through them, man.
Hey, Gary, I don't know how long you've been in the woods or in the shadows, but T. Hetzler was in the chat earlier.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Yes,
dude,
it
lit us up like crazy, dude. He was in here. He said he coded 8 times while he's in the hospital.
Look, I'm going to tell you something,
man. I'll tell you what.
Everybody, hello, everybody who's saying hey to each other. If I haven't seen you yet, hello. Sorry, I'm not meaning to cut you guys off.
Waste of talent. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
David Martin. I don't know if you heard that, but he was in the chat earlier. Imagine he's resting now.
Yeah, he was in. He said a few things. we got to talk to him for a minute or two, and then he was gone like a fart in the wind.
Auto Addiction,
But
thanks for hopping in, sir.
but
Well,
he's still trying to get out of it.
Oh,
His health is, he's still trying to
I
regain his health. So
I got
I
you.
had SARS pneumonia. I had SARS pneumonia back in 03, dude. And they were calling my parents and everybody up to come see me and their last respects because they said I was gonna perish. And the thing is that, so I know what T's going through, dude. And when you're like that, you're sick. He's lost all of his muscles and everything from just laying in the bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just like it's no different than breaking your leg and you having to take physical therapy to regain muscle strength in it and stuff. It's about the same way.
So just keep in your prayers, dude. It's just
Yeah.
great that he was.
Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. I tell you what, that man's had us worried sick, and it made my whole entire night see him pop into the chat like that.
Dang, man, I'm so far behind.
But Matt, I want to hear what your thing is about the Boston S550 because you were talking about that.
Oh no, so I just want to do a comparison video one day because I've driven one S550 and it was my buddy's Paxton charged 2015 making like 850 horsepower. So it's not a fair comparison. I want to do a stock for stock, and I'm going to give my honest opinion. If it's got the new S550 is going to have a lot more goodies. It's going to have better suspension. But the way I'm going to spin it is this car right here is the highest horsepower NA motor Mustang that solid rear axle Mustang that Ford ever made, and it's production car. I mean, and it's got a raw feel. It's hard to explain. There's a raw feeling to it that you don't get from these newer cars, and it's insane how raw the car feels and how well it actually performs with that prehistoric technology.
Well, it's funny because my brother's got a 70 Boss 302.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-speed car. And those cars were built for the track back in the day.
Hey, Cora, thanks, man.
And to drive that and to drive my 70 Mach 1, it's the same thing you're talking about. You can tell the difference between that Boss and that Mach 1 just because of the handling and the shifting. You know what I'm saying? Well, I see what you're saying.
I drove my buddy's I drove a 13 GT, and I was like, God, dude, your car handles like a freaking Buick. It was just, I wasn't trying to be rude to him. I was like, dude, your suspension is so, I feel like I'm rolling all over the place here.
I'll never forget, man, the first time I ever drove a Fox body was when I was working, one with real horsepower. I've had my share of Fox bodies at the time, but I didn't have one that really had the setup as this car had, but it was a 91 GT, and it was a 5-speed. Of course it had that short shift in it, and it was real tight. The throttle response was just like on point, and when you change gears, it was just pulling you into the seat every single time. And that car, man, that car ruined me. After that is anytime I got a new Fox body, I wanted to build it just like that car.
Victor, you don't have any quarter-mile tracks in Connecticut? Man, I've got 3 or 4 within. No, I've got 4 or 5 within an hour of me right now. That's crazy.
Our closest quarter-mile track in Alabama is down in South Alabama.
Well, that's the one thing about North Carolina, man.
Birmingham.
North Carolina is racing central. They love to race here.
It's either that or we go to.
Your guys' seasons are so much longer than ours up here in the north.
Wasted talent. Welcome, sir. Miss Carmob is dangerous in the kitchen. She can cook. Yep. My wife can cook too. My wife can cook too, man. I'm trying not to gain some weight, and she's a phenomenal cook. She's just a naturally skinny person. So,
hey guys, I got some good news I want to tell you.
Oh, let's go.
Hit us with it.
I won the vice president for my local.
Congratulations, sir.
Awesome, dude.
I'm the local 163 vice president starting tonight.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I want you to wear your coat from now on that has the logo.
Yes. Yes.
I had that earlier, but I took it off.
Be like
Hey,
Fred Flintstone with the water buffalo hat.
Wooden Metal, you probably got already, but thanks for hopping in. Well, I don't have time for that trunk back. She's not the tires got to go now. I got to put the new tires on tomorrow. So she's probably she's not doing it until I get to 2,000 subscribers. And that was her suggestion. She said, if you get to 2,000, I'll come in a video. And I was like, okay. And I'm not gonna argue with her. I haven't really, I haven't been pushing it on her because I don't want her to get driven nuts by it. So if I can get her into this kind of stuff, I got to take it carefully because I'd like it to continue.
How much tread is left on the tires on your car now?
Dude.
Are they slick as a baby's butt?
I mean, I can see the line still. The line is still there. So that's the other part.
All right, save those tires. Save those tires. When they change those tires for you, save the old ones. Put them in your garage there. Find a spot in your garage to put them. And when you hit 2,000 subscribers, go have the old tires put back on. And let her do a couple of donuts, or a burnout, in the car.
So
Dude,
no. That is super, super dangerous. Like, she's never even driven a stick shift. So you're telling me I should teach her to stick shift, and then that same day, you know what? Let's just do a donut. I don't want to end up in the side of a pole or something.
Find you a big open parking lot with no poles or something. Seriously, I'm dead serious.
I know it would do well. However, I also want to keep my car.
I understand, but that's the fastest way to teach them how to drive a stick.
You know what? I'm gonna ease into it because I have a goal, Mike. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day I'll be able to go to a car show driving this. I'll be able to go to a car show driving this car, pulling these 3 mini cars, and my wife is following me in this car.
There you go.
That's my dream. That's why that car is an automatic behind me.
Have you bought a third one for your other son yet?
Oh, I've had a third one. I had a third one done before my son was even born. It's it's at the bottom.
I tell you what, you got you got some good looking kids. I tell you what, I don't know. They must get it from their mama because they get it from you.
He's got a pretty wife. They get it from the mama.
I appreciate it. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, Mike, I did the birth announcement. I used the Mini Boss to announce it, so that's on here. And yeah, man.
I guess I missed that.
Yeah,
I don't. Well, you know how it was with YouTube. They were unsubscribing you from my channel for so long, and then you wouldn't get notification. I'm not getting notifications for just about everybody, and I've had to go back in and unsubscribe and resubscribe to half the people I watch.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, man, he's doing good. That's good to hear.
615 Customs. What's up?
Yeah, so I actually the other thing I was talking about because of me calling out YouTube, I've lost. And I can go look at my analytics right now. There's like 4 or 5 dips in there in the past month and a half where I lost 5 people like that. And usually it happens once a month. It'll happen once a month. That's pretty normal. That's YouTube purging. But 5 times is it's a bit much. Chicago trunk back you. Okay. We're talking. Hey, next gen. It's Craig. What's up, Craig?
Craig.
Des Moines, Iowa.
I want to skip back to where he was talking about when he went to Car Mob's house. I'm going to tell you something. Car Mob and his wife, they're one of a kind, man. I'm going to tell you something. They're good people.
Yes, they are. They really are.
That's awesome, Mike. Mike's going to get to go to a show and then do some laps. That's pretty awesome. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Cora. Cora left, unfortunately. I know what you mean about Raw. My 21-year-old Z06 is the same way. Yes. It's hard to explain. It really is hard to explain unless you actually just drive it. Like it's not the highest horsepower car anymore. Like these new GTs are pretty ridiculous, coming out with like 480, and then they're just, Dodge is doing their thing. But, for what the car has and what it is, it just, I don't know, it just feels It feels angry. It feels fun to drive. It's just fun to drive.
I think that if you drove my new Mach 1, I think you would feel the same about that.
I want to drive one.
Yeah, if you drove the new Mach 1, I think you'd feel the same.
Now, let me ask y'all a question about these newer Mustangs, because I've been thinking, I was thinking about it here lately. A lot of the new Mustangs, ain't they all pretty much set up very similar to each other, just with very minute differences, like the GT350s or the GT500s and so forth?
I mean, no. So the Gary, what transmission you got in your Mach 1?
The Tremec.
The Tremec, yeah. So
Yeah.
the Mach 1 came with like I think they came with 3 options at transmission, right? They had the Tremec, they had 2.
And the 10R8, what is it? 10R
10R80.
So they didn't put a
10R8.
6. They didn't put okay. So yeah, they got you had the 2 options there. They also they upgraded all the you got all the brake goodies for the GT350, right? And then
Yep. Well, my rotors ain't as big as the GT350.
Really?
Right. So if you look at the comparison video I did between my Mach 1 and my wife's car, you'll see that.
That is on my list. I have it saved. I was like, you had a pretty sweet thumbnail for that. I'm like, I've got to go watch this.
Now, ain't they all? Don't they all have the Coyote engine in them, or?
No. The GT350, my wife's car, has got the Voodoo engine with the flat plane crank.
Okay, I got you.
So it's the 5.2, but it's got the flat plane crank, where the 500 has the 5.2 with the regular crank.
Yeah,
right.
And then
I'm old school. I know more about the old school stuff. I don't know all the old school stuff, but all this newer technology they're putting in these cars is just puzzling me. How they got so many different options.
Yeah.
Well,
Laguna, I know what you mean about taking it at an angle.
The 550s are new to me, so I'm just learning about them.
Yeah, and so the Boss is, it's designed after the Coyote, but that's where the the comparison ends. Like they built a brand new motor for this car that's completely different from the Coyote. It's, in my opinion, it's one of the best motors Ford's ever built. It's the only downfall it has is the same one all the others have, is the oil pump gears, but that's only a problem. It's only a problem if I decide to put a boosted application on it.
Well, see, that's what throws me off a lot is when you see the cars. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the two, which is which. Especially from a distance. You see it, you think it's a new Mustang, but when you get up on it, it might be like a Shelby GT500 or GT350 or whatever. But they all look, the body wise, they all look the same, other than some might have rally stripes or some may not.
Well,
sorry, I didn't mean to step on your mic. My computer lagged.
That's all right.
If I'm driving my Mach 1 or the wife's GT350, they both feel and drive pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? So they're very much alike, except for I might have the GT500 rear end, or and stuff like that. But if you was to drive and put blindfolds on, if you could, you couldn't really tell the difference.
Vortec, what's going on, buddy? Victor, what's up? Yeah, like one of the cars that I really want to get is the 03 Mach 1 with the shaker hood. That's the car.
I like that. That's a good car. I like that car.
The only downfall is the heads on them. They got a bad problem about blowing the plugs out of the cylinder heads because they only got 5 thread heads instead of 9.
I had the 04 Mach 1 and I loved that car, but I needed the truck more importantly than I needed that car at the time, so I traded it in for a truck.
I have a coworker that had one, and he had it for about a month, and it blew a plug out, and then he wound up running the helicoil down in there too far and got the tool stuck, and he wound up having to pull the head off of it. He did that. He just went ahead and rebuilt the entire engine, and then wound up having to get rid of the car because it wound up with more problems than what it was worth.
Andy, what we'll probably do is we'll let her do We'll let her do a brake stand in the Fox body where she'll do a one-wheel burnout first, and then we'll go from there. We might upgrade.
But I think if I really wanted to buy a car, something that I was going to spend a lot of money on and keep forever, I'm sorry, guys, but it had to be a GT40.
Well, I'm keeping this, dude. I've got so much. I've had this Boss for February. It'll been 5 years that I've had the Boss.
There was a guy at Baker's that had a GT40. Beautiful car.
The black
Beautiful car. Yeah, that black one. Oh my God, that was gorgeous. I loved it. I tell you what, if y'all haven't seen the car scene in Michigan, y'all need to make a trip to Michigan and check out their car scene, man. It's just unreal.
The sad part about the car scene in Michigan, it's so short.
Hey, Craig,
next Friday is the last one. Friday, the next Saturday is the last Saturday we can go to Big Boys for they're shutting down for the winter.
For Telegraph.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to ask Craig. Hey, Craig, what do you got left? What's left with your car, man? What's the status? Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I'm just trying to read. I'm so far. I fall behind fast. People are typing a million things. Ford Tech, what's up, sir?
Yeah, Mike's Garage. Yeah, it was 4 thread heads versus 9. Yeah, he had 4 thread heads in his, and he was gonna. When he found out, he went ahead to put the 9 threads on, and then he just wanted to do some upgrades to it and put a Mega Squirt on it, and wound up buying the one he bought from a guy. Wound up being the wrong one, and it's just started having problem after problem after problem. And,
see, I thought
and he just finally got rid of it.
You're probably right, Jay.
That in the 04s, so yeah.
So it's not fully true, Downhill Daddy. If you talk to Speed Addict, they didn't. So the Gen 2s are based on the 4 Roadrunner motor, but they didn't move everything over, so they don't have everything fully forged internals. But they got a lot of it. They got a lot of the goodies. That's why they can handle a little more than they can handle a bit more than Gen 1s, but they don't have. They're not like all the way there.
Yeah, my dream car to have, I'm in the same realm as Speed Act. I want the 69 Fastback.
Everybody does, man. That's 69. 69 was a good year.
Yes.
Come on, 70 was a good year too.
Yeah, 69 and 70 was a good year for all the cars across the board. No matter who made them. That was, that was like the year of the true year of the muscle car.
If I could get a 69 Charger RT, man, I'd be a happy man.
So when I had my car on a dyno, I went out and took a picture of my car with Donnie Walsh's GT40.
Oh man. That's a full screen shot right there. That needs to go full screen.
Hold on.
Look at that. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Yes.
That's just a Ford GT, right?
That's a Ford GT40, yep.
I thought they were just called GTs, like 05, 06, or is that actual GT40?
I think that's a newer one.
Yeah, so like the 05, 06, they just called them Ford GTs.
I thought they were all GT40s.
Is that a Z07 in the background or Z06?
Yes,
that is a Z07?
Yeah, that was the next one going on the dyno after I was leaving.
Man, you need to take that and go to YouTube and make that your home screen photos for your YouTube channel.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a great picture right there. Let that be your avatar.
These guys say GTs. You're right.
New Ford GT will have 7.3 liter. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see that 7.3 liter in one of those. But here's what I want to see. I want to see how Ford. Now, what makes the Ford GT, the new one, what is so special about it that is so damn expensive compared to the Corvette? Corvette is flaunting it.
Yeah, it's considered a supercar.
The GT40 is a supercar, dude. That car is one. That car. You got to read the history on that car.
I know what the history is. I know the history. I'm saying like the new ones, like Corvette's coming for the head. They're trying to be the budget comparable that can keep up with it. I mean, I'm interested to see what the Z06 does on the
Well,
truck.
see, this is the first year that Corvette has actually had a usable mid-engine car. They tried a mid-engine before and it failed.
Well, that's because of you're talking about which car are you talking about? Fiero?
No, I'm talking about Corvette.
I didn't know they tried it before.
They've had prototype. They've had prototype mid-engine cars before, and this is their actual first year that they was able to make things work. And
hey,
and if I'm not mistaken, that project has been in the works for the past 5 years.
Andy, have you ever seen Roadkill? So the YouTube show Roadkill that became a Motor Trend show. They were always a Motor Trend show, but they started out on YouTube small. They bought a turd 70s Stingray, and they drove it to the Corvette Museum to go see the Corvette Museum, and they were trying to see if they would take their Corvette to enter it in the museum. It was pretty good. I recommend to watch.
But the Ford GT or GT40, whatever you want to call it, they got that one that's got that 3.5 in it, dude. That is like 650 horsepower. That thing is like insane.
That's okay, Craig. I see. I got you. Yeah, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Jesus. If it's Jesus, then I apologize. So here's my opinion on that. I think this hybrid technology is going to be sweet, honestly. I think it's going to be – this is like you're getting supercar technology in these muscle cars. You're going to have the instant torque off the line, and then you're going to have that big-ass motor kick in and take over. You're going to see some fast muscle cars out of these hybrid cars. I don't think it's a bad thing. But I'm not old school. I like the progression of technology, and I think it's going to be a fast car. It's going to be a monster.
Well, first off, these electric motor cars, dude, are hard to beat.
Oh yeah,
because they're now.
Look at the Cobra Jet car.
It's all the electric one's insane.
Yeah. Vida, what's up, sir?
It's instant power. You don't have to worry about a power adder. It's instant power right from the start.
Yep.
It's all torque, baby.
Yep, that's it. 100% torque.
But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, in my opinion, I think I should go back to that. In my opinion, because I'm not a sales expert, I'm not a market expert. The market's going to have to crash at some point, or it's going to come back down. Right now, you buy a car now. There's low supply, low inventories. You're going to pay a premium for it. You can get one. You're going to pay a premium for it. I think at some point the prices will come down, but the other thing you're battling is inflation. Inflation's going up, so that price coming down might just be it meeting inflation and just staying where it is. So
it's getting ready to pop.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Well, y'all was talking about the hybrid cars. Have y'all seen Salvage to Savage channel?
I've heard of it.
They're building a Tesla swapped C10 Chevy pickup. Dude, this is a monster, man. This truck is going to be just off the chain. They just about got it ready to drive it.
Mike Hall, what are you looking at, Mike? What kind of car are you looking at?
Hey guys, I'm gonna pop off here, get some sleep because I haven't slept much in the last few days.
Thanks for hopping in.
So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your night, and everybody in chat, have a good night.
Gary, have a good one, buddy. Congratulations again, man.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Craig. Craig, my uncle. It's funny you said your uncle. My uncle actually built one. He built one. He was going to build 5 of them, and then his business partner screwed him, and they, it wouldn't have been a real Shelby. It was a kit car, but his business partner screwed him, so he only built one, and it sold for a butt ton of money after that movie was made. Ford GT. Man, I am super behind these comments. Let's keep going. Let me catch up.
Yeah, I think like with the Fox bodies, I think like the prices on them right now, they skyrocketed, but right now I think the prices are pretty much leveled out to about where they're going to hover at for a while until the popularity of them starts going up even more, because it's getting to the point now where there's not as many usable cars out there, because a lot of people's cutting them up, to
Lefty, how you doing, sir?
make drag race cars out of them. Hey,
Yeah.
Lefty, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up, guys. I fall behind here, getting deep in conversation. Man, yeah, I guess I should just start my lives later on Tuesdays.
Right?
I mean, I used to do this a lot, but I was also just I've been trying to get work done on the cars after the live, so I might just have to do the work beforehand and come in here all dirty and nasty. I will watch. Thanks, Matt. Okay, no problem. Right now, everything is overpriced. So it's funny because me and my wife, we bought her Explorer in March, and I wanted to wait, and she was like, "No, we can't wait." I am so glad she convinced me, because I could have sold her car a month and a half later and made $5,000.
Hey,
But
speaking of which, how's the car y'all got through Carvana? The second one that y'all got, did y'all send that back?
no, we didn't.
I'm so far behind on your videos, dude.
No,
It's
you're good.
ridiculous.
You're good, man. We didn't send it back, but it did have a torque converter go out.
Yeah,
But
because I knew you was having some issues with it. I wasn't
it
sure
was
what it
replaced.
was.
It was replaced under warranty. I'm going to say it here in the live because I'm not going to say it in my videos. But the local dealership, they replaced it. They did a good job. When I got the car back, some idiot was grinding a bolt near my car, and they sent hot metal into the rear tailgate, and it burned into the paint. And so I didn't see it when I picked up the car, because I walked around. I was walking around the car, make sure no problems. But the next day it poured raining, and I had all these little teeny little rust marks all over my car where metal was burned into the paint and starting to rust. And I took it back, and they owned up to it, and they said, "Yeah, we did that. We're going to fix it." And I've taken it back twice to try to buff it out. I'm like, it's not cutting it. You got to fix it. And so they're gonna take it, and they're gonna probably take the paint off and respray it. But I mean,
Probably just
do
the tailgate and blend it.
It's really small. Well, they tried to do that. They're gonna have to take a layer off.
Yeah.
It's really small, but it's enough to where it bothers me. If it's
But like you said, at least they're
Yeah.
like you said, they are owning up to it, so that's good.
Yeah, and I even told them, like, look, man, this is like my wife's daily, and like I got 3 kids, and they said that good kudos to the dealership. It's the one that let me borrow the Bronco. They're owning up to it, and they're gonna, like I said, I don't need it fixed next day, but they're gonna put me on the list to get a rental, so I can get my wife into a rental Explorer while they're fixing my Explorer, so that way I don't have to like give up my car. And my car, it's very, very difficult to fit for her to get all 3 kids in there. Thing about electric is sound. It doesn't get your. Hey, but Tesla has already stole my idea. They have an outdoor speaker, and you can program your car to sound like whatever car you want. You can plug it. You can make it sound like a 70s Barracuda.
Mm-hmm. On the screen, there's a thing on the screen where you can, on the inside, where you can make it sound like fart sounds coming out of each seat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They got
those cars.
Buying new is the only way right now. Yeah, used market is definitely overinflated. Buying new, if you can get it at MSRP or below, is the way to go. There's a lot of market. I saw I'm sure everybody in here has seen it. Everybody's seen that freaking Bronco pick where the freaking the market adjustment is more than the price of the car itself. The car was $65,000. The market adjustment was like $71,000. And you're like, what? Who in their right mind is going to look for a Bronco that badly?
I would love to have one of the new Broncos. I would absolutely love it, but I ain't paying that kind of money for it.
So
if I'm going to pay that kind of money for a car, I'm going to buy me a GT500 or something,
See, I wouldn't buy the new one because I got a friend that's a Ford tech, and he lets me know all the problems. He said they're having a myriad of issues right now. They're having, like, you've seen there's some great pictures out there of problems with steering linkages, like wheels facing this way, open apart from each other. I mean, they're having some problems right now out in the trails. But I'm sure in the next generation, I mean, they're going to get it ironed out. They want it to be here to stay. Crown Vic or Mustang? I love, dude. I tell you what,
Shop
I
Cat
had
Industries. Good evening to you.
who?
Shop Cat Industries.
Okay, I'm still getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, Hertz did, but that's the thing. Like when I get a rental, man, I'm using it to get from A to B. I don't want to have to stop and wait 45 minutes for my car to charge. I think Fox body prices will go down once racing electric cars is unpopular and affordable. It's popular and affordable. Yeah, you're probably right, Mike. Probably right.
I mean, that's, and you're starting to see a lot more. Well, I'm starting to see a lot more import cars. You know, not necessarily Hondas or anything like that, but you know, uh, like Supras and stuff like that. You start to see a lot more of those kind of cars hitting the track, and definitely seeing a lot more of the newer body style cars like the Hellcats and the the Mustangs and stuff hitting the tracks and everything. And the older Mustangs, you're not seeing as many of them
It blows
out
my
there.
mind. It blows my mind how many Hellcats there are. Like GT500s, they're out there. You see them every now and then. There are a lot of Hellcats on the road.
Right.
I see them all over the place around here. Christina's great movie with Cold Cars. Yeah, I wonder what when's that movie coming out and who's going to be in it. Street Fox, I think once young kids latch on the electric cars for racing, all the gas powered cars we love race lose their luster. I think at some point somebody in government's going to try to deem gas unsafe and try to put some sort of regulation where you have to pay a premium to use it.
Yep.
Um,
Well, look at the prices in California right now. It's like $6 or $7 a gallon on gas. Like premium is like $8 and something a gallon. It's ridiculous, man.
horse galloping. I'm sure you could have a horse galloping sound. I think sight to sound, smell of gas cars always make appeal for people. Yep. I hate the Bronco, Maverick, Explorer, fake Lightning. Hey, I would take one of those Lightnings, man. I would take one of those, and that'd be my daily driver. I would be perfectly okay with that. Just to get, I would drive an electric car to get to work. If all I had to do was get home and plug it in, that'd be sweet. Then all I got to worry about is buying gas for my toys.
You know, I love, like I said, I'm an old school guy. I love hearing the rumble of the push rod motor. I love hearing, like these newer cars, the engines on them, when you're standing next to the engine area, and if you focus your hearing on the engine, you don't hear a lot of the mechanics of the engine going on because the engines are so precise and well put together now. You know, the old pushrod engines, you could hear your lifters tap, and you could hear you could hear everything about the engine. You know, you could hear it sucking the air in, a lot through the carburetors and stuff. To me, that's the joy of cars for me. It's the push
Yeah.
rods.
Ford Tech. Here's what you do. You load up your stuff. You hop on I-40. You drive all 2,000 whatever miles it is until you get to the East Coast, and you'll be an hour away from me. And you'll be a happier person for it.
Gas prices here is $2.89 on average.
That's
For
good.
for just like for 87. 93 is just barely over $3. I think it's like 330 or something like that.
So
340.
I've been bypassing. So our 93 here. So here's what I've been putting in the Fox lately. We have 93. It's got a little bit of ethanol on it. That's just like every gas station now. but they have 89 ethanol free. So I've been using the 89 ethanol free in the Fox.
I'm gonna run E85 in mine. Now that I got this new Holly system on there, I'm gonna run regular pump gas in it to start, just to until I can iron everything out, and then I'm gonna start running 100% E85 in it.
Well, I mean, so what do you have to do to make the engine take that? There's lines. You have to change the lines out, right? Make them.
Well, the Holly Sniper system that I bought comes, the kit that I bought comes with a fuel pump and 20 foot of fuel line, 3/8 fuel line. So I'm not using my factory lines. I'm running, 130 gallon a minute pump, and and I got the sump tank in the car, and and it's got dual filters on the pump, before filter and after filter, with low microns settings on them, and and then I got the Holly Sniper, which is a fuel injected throttle body basically.
Yep.
So, and it's E85 compatible.
Yeah, man. They're trying. The EPA's trying. That's why SCT is in the crapper right now, because they outed everybody. So nobody wants to work with them.
And I just put I'm gonna ask the chat a question and see if they've used these type of spark plugs. I just put a set of NGK Ridium plugs in my Fox body.
People use
And
those in a lot of people use those in S550s are pretty popular. I can use them in my Boss. I use Iridium Motorcrafts. That's what's stock. But I've heard good things about them. They're good for boosted applications, which is where you're going.
right. And I've heard that they burn a lot cleaner. They well, not cleaner, but they burn hotter. And since I'm going with the HyperSpark setup in mine as well, right now the HyperSpark CD bots through Holly is on back order. So, but
Fortec,
I
you
tell you
saying
what, whew, them plugs were not cheap, dude. Like almost $9 a plug.
yeah.
Oh my god, whew. It's like $83, I think, something like that, 83 or $85 and change for 8 of them.
Well, I'll go ahead and say I appreciate everybody who's hopped in here. I'm not getting off yet, but appreciate everybody who's hopped in here. So hit that like button if you haven't.
Most
And,
definitely, hit the thumbs up.
Hopefully we'll tell YouTube that I'm not completely garbage. All right, let's see. David, I think foxes are awesome with coyote mode. I tell you what, guys, I don't know when, I don't know how long it'll take. I've been after seeing all these videos that all our fox friends are posting with the various coyote swap foxes. I want to do that so bad, so bad.
And I could have went. I could have went with a coyote swap in my car. I could have went that route
It's expensive, man. The
actually,
motor's the cheapest part.
well, when you think about it, when I think about it, with what I got tied, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. Car included, I got close to 11 grand tied up in my car.
Okay.
The car itself was 3,000, so that gives you an idea of what I got tied up in. With what I originally did to the car, and this is counting tires and wheels, and and the spring, the lowering springs, the suspension, all the suspension stuff. And I still got parts that I haven't even taken out of the box yet. I still got torque box reinforcements I got to put in. I still got, I got, I got a complete turbo kit out there to put on it. It's just, it's so much stuff, and I could have went the cheaper route and just kept it carbureted instead of doing fuel injected. But with the plans I had with the car, I was looking for blow through carburetors for the turbo application, and with the prices of the blow through carburetors versus the throttle body injection through Holly, like the sniper system I got, I was going to be spending pretty close to the same amount of money. So I went ahead and went with sniper, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, Laguna, RPM Act, man, that's something that just has to keep coming back every freaking year. So everybody just needs to keep signing that thing.
Yeah, that RPM Act's been going on for since early 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
man.
01 or 02 or something like that.
Yep.
Look at here, Boosted 931 is in
Yeah,
the house.
I
What is
love
going on, buddy?
my LX taillights, Street Fox. Hey, what's up, Boosted? How's it going, man? What you up to?
Yeah, my car's going to confuse people. It's got the LX taillights, LX wing, but
Hold
it's
up
got
for
a
a sec.
GT
Hold up for
nose
a
on
sec.
it.
Hey, Boosted. You missed it. T. Hetzler was in here at the beginning of the live,
Yes.
so he's getting better. He's still, he's progressing.
Yeah, he was in the chat and he was thanking everybody for all the prayers and the good thoughts and well wishes and everything, and then all of a sudden he was gone again. So he must have got tired and had to get some more rest, which is understandable. But it was
Jesus.
awesome to see him.
Jesus, I don't know a lot about the Whipples. I would defer to my buddy Carmob's channel, or Stupid Fast Truck might be able to give you some insight. He's got a Whipple on his truck. I know. Yeah, I don't know much. My buddy has a Whipple on his S550 here locally, but I haven't driven it yet. And he's got a 2-speed Power Glide, so it's not like the same as
Hey,
stock Mustang.
hey, Sus, go check out Speed Addict 731.
There you go.
Go check out his channel.
He goes live tomorrow too. You can ask him, and he'll be able to answer your question.
Yeah, he goes live tomorrow. Tell at Gen 5 Boosted 931 right there. It just said Gen 5 Whipple. It just skip everything else, Boosted, and go for the Gen 5. I agree. But if you want an affordable setup or whatever, speak with Speed Addict. He used to work for Ford and he's opened his own shop now, but he is very knowledgeable on all that stuff. And Boosted is knowledgeable too. He's pretty damn knowledgeable on that stuff too. He's got a fast car.
So Street Fox, I think it was so my taillights, they were dirty and I cleaned them. And they look pretty good, but what I think I did is I took a layer of they're in very good shape. Let me put it that way, but they weren't perfect. So to make them pop, I took a layer of, I think it was wheel cleaner, and I can't remember which brand of wheel cleaner. And I rubbed the wheel cleaner on there. Man, it made it look brand new.
Johnny G, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Johnny G? How you doing, sir? Johnny G just hit 1,000 recently, I think.
Did he really? Congratulations,
man. I think he said that. I thought he said that in Car Moms. Yeah, I checked Speed Addict channel. Okay. Alex is selling his VMP Odin. Man, let me just get my my spare change. Go buy that.
Go get your rainy day jar.
Honestly, if I wanted a blower, I probably could have spent the money and when I sold the MG and gone to get one. But I'm very happy having two Mustangs right now.
You know what? I didn't tell very many people. I don't even think I told anybody this. To be honest with you, but when I started doing all this stuff with my Fox body, I ran into a guy at the parts house and we was talking, and he actually had a 671 blower.
Yeah.
That would fit a small block Ford. And he had the pulleys, the belt, the whole 9 yards for, I think he said $1,200 for it. And it just had it. He had it redone, or had it, new bearings put in it. Had the fins redone. Had just basically sent it off and had them freshen it up. And then he was gonna put it back on and didn't. And then he went a different route. And he had it for sale, and I started to buy it. How else? That would be crazy to see me driving down the road with a damn 671 blower sticking up out of the hood of my car.
Yeah. Boosted, I think you might regret it, but I'm very curious, and if you're willing, message me what the number is. I want to hear what the number is. What is stupid? Well, no. So stupid fast truck. My plan, my plan is to not get rid of that. I would go the unconventional route and go centrifugal. I would like to go Paxton, so that way I can keep the Boss intake and still have boosted.
Yeah. Passion superchargers are
They're reliable.
they're reliable. They're instant. They're just like the intake design superchargers. They're instant boost.
You don't get as much initial torque, I think.
Right, but I mean, you still got that. You still got that instant boost. You don't have to worry about trying to build boost or anything with like a turbo or something.
Downhill, it's a lot.
Boosted, I don't think you need to sell Predator, man. That car has been too reliable for you.
That's your identity,
right? That car has been super reliable for you, and it's stupid fast.
Your new car, is it a CTSV wagon? I want a CTSV wagon, man. If I get a CTSV wagon, the all-wheel drive, supercharged wagon, as a daily, I'd be a happy camper.
First time I ever met Boosted was at Jake's Dragway, and I got to see Punisher 1.0 in person, and that car was nasty. Because I can't remember the guy's name. It's the older guy that's Boosted to tell you who it was. He was out there adjusting on the carburetor, getting everything tuned in on it. But yeah, that car was pretty bad.
Let's see. I might message. So I might be doing a video here locally if I can get the guy to come out. I have a guy come paint correct my Boss. Hopefully, I'm hoping to work a deal where if I get his name out here locally a little more, and I pay for the supplies, it's pretty much free.
There you go.
Because I want to learn. I just don't want to mess up my own car. I'd rather learn from someone who does it for a living. I watch Cooler's videos, so I know about the new car. Oh, yeah, I know about the new car, too. I do know about the
new car. It's definitely unique. I wish I was kind of hoping though you'd keep keep Punisher, but you got to do what you got to do. I totally understand that because that like Burlsworth said, the Punisher is your identity.
My oil pans, your oil pan shouldn't be plastic. Mine's not plastic. Yeah. I mean, you got the pinch welds. That's what I just use the pinch welds. I use hockey pucks, and I put hockey pucks on my jacks and on the jack stands, and I lift it up. I hate. There's nothing more I hate than putting my Boss on jack stands.
I never go on the pinch wells. I'll always go underneath the car. All you have to do is go in there about 6 more inches, and you can catch the back of the engine of the K member.
Well, my issue is the car is so damn low that my jack, I don't have a low profile jack. I'm probably going to take, mine needs an oil change as well. So I might go on base tomorrow and see if I can. The nice thing about being in the military is I have access to, base has a do-it-yourself mechanic shop with a bunch of bays.
You got the motor pool where you can rent tools.
You rent tools, you rent the lift, and it's like $10 an hour.
Mm-hmm. They give you chips for the tools, and you hand them a chip and tell them what tool you need.
Yep.
I almost had a job at the motor pool. A good paying job, working in the tire shop.
I must have went through 50 bottles on my 96 Impala SS. 100,000 miles spring. I tell you what, Johnny G, those LT1 motors, I loved it. I had a 96 Roadmaster. So a lot of people, and we've talked about this in my chat before, it's the same horsepower specs as the Impala SS. So you can buy a luxurious budget Impala SS for a fraction of the cost.
I had a neighbor one time that had the newer style Impala SS. It was I think it was the first year that they come out with them, and I thought that car was just such a good looking car. You know, just the shape of the body and everything.
Yeah, Laguna, you can do that. Race ramps aren't bad if you can get under them. My splitter, dude, you have a Laguna splitter. So if it's like, I don't know if the 13 is different than the 12. The 12 Laguna Seca splitter sticks so far out that you'd have to, like, I don't know, you'd probably have to put a couple pieces of plywood to help you get up there.
Sean, we've been going for an hour and 45 minutes, bud, but
yeah,
glad you made it.
Yeah. We'll probably stop here soonish.
You gonna go what, to the 2 hour mark?
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't think I've gone 2 hours in quite a while. I think
it's been a minute. Usually about what, hour and a half usually, ain't it?
Yeah. But we've had a good amount of attendance in here today. It's
yeah.
I think it's because I went a little bit later. Maybe I'll start a little bit. I'll start in the 9 o'clock hour instead of where I've been starting. I'm up anyway. Hey, Sean, yep, thanks for hopping in, man. Hope everything's going well. 100 shot on V8s is like pissing in the ocean. Boosted goes through car. Yeah, I commented on Cooler's video, Boosted. I said, he's like, oh, Boosted 931, take this new car. And I'll be like, yeah, he'll keep it. We'll see if he keeps it more than a month.
I agree with Mike's garage down there. Get you a used scissor lift, one of them low profile scissor lifts, and it's well worth the investment. They're portable and everything.
Harbor Freight sells them.
Mm-hmm.
Used car. I don't know if I trust the Harbor Freight scissor lift, but they got good reviews. Boosted car sales. Boosted used car sales. That sounds like stolen used cars. Come by it. Shoot, I'm falling behind. Getting used scissor lift is a great investment. Jack stands, Jack's failed too often. Yep. I really like that black big block Chevy truck you had, and I'm all day for guy. No worries, Sean. No worries, man.
Yeah, that black truck Boosted had, that was a cool truck.
Which carb you running, Sean? Which one you running? Oh, Weber. Okay, see it.
And then that full blown race car he had, the Mustang, man. Oh my God, he backed that out of the garage when I was at his house last time, and man, he fired it up, and it just
the one that was 2,000 plus horsepower.
Yeah, that ethanol that's in that car. Oh my God, it burnt your eyeballs instantly.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Sean, I wanted to switch to Weber. I just didn't want to spend the money, so I had my SUs running good, so I kept them on there. Boost is like everything has a price. That's true. That's true, man. Everything has, like, I'm emotionally attached to the boss, but if someone offered me a dumb number, if it's as dumb as you're saying, if it was a dumb number, I'd probably be hard pressed. I don't know. I'm not an idiot. Like, I do have there is a sentimental markup associated with it. But if it was over that markup, I could sell the car, I guess. Oh, here we go.
It's going.
What's going on?
Yeah, Boosted, I said ethanol. I meant methanol, but you knew what I meant.
Yeah. It'd burn your eyes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man, it would flat. It'd make you cry. It'd make a grown man cry because that was stout.
Dude, I've made quite a bit of money off of cars this year selling them, man.
Yeah, he said 45K, man.
That's like a record. That's definitely a record for me.
You definitely can't complain at that kind of number.
Well, here's the thing: if I sell this gray car, man, I don't know. It's tough to turn down. I'll tell you that. I hadn't really told him yes or no yet. I'm just dwelling on it. What scares me is this whole EPA thing, though, y'all. I'm afraid eventually it's going to get us. And then if you've got all this money in these cars, if you don't drag race it, though, I mean, it's still something you can drive every day.
You know what I'm afraid. Well, I tell you right now what's going to happen if this CPA deal it really happens and we can't stop it. You're going to see a lot more street racing.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot more black market sales on car parts and stuff like that.
Well, guys, right now, get parts for anything on cars for like drag racing right now. I got a buddy right now. He's been waiting on parts for 7 months for his motor.
Oh, I know where they are. They're off the coast.
Oh, I know. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm thinking about getting that. I've debated on selling it while I'm ahead. There's nothing wrong with the car. I can make over my money back. Believe it or not, you never get your money back in cars, but I have the option to make my money back plus some. I would probably be getting out of drag racing full time if I sell it, though. I would probably be going back more to my old YouTube channel where I started with the street cars, building street cars and just daily drivers and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I had the most fun doing that, though. Drag racing, when you do it competitively week in, week out, and do series races and stuff like that, it's very stressful. It's very stressful, and there's a lot of drama with it. So,
and plus,
so you're
too,
telling
you
me
never know when
out...
you never know when your car is going to break. You know, each time you go out, it might be the time it really tears up and it costs you a ton of money to fix. You know.
Well, see, I can't make every single race either. So if I win 3 races and I'm a series leader, and then I can't make 2 races because of work, then Joe Blow comes in and takes that reign. You know, just like me, I got put out of this series race because of work. This last series work, but my buddy Josh was in the lead. Well, he borrowed my car for the last points race series, and he never drove my car before except in the no prep race. And he made it to the 3rd round with it, never even driving the car before. We ended up breaking out. We couldn't get the car to slow down. But I don't know, man. I got another car. I think y'all watch my stuff anyway, so y'all know I got Cooler 731's old Cobra. It's a 97 Cobra. It's coyote swapped. It's a manual. It's just a very fun car to drive, y'all. It's in really good shape. I actually took it to the paint shop right now. It's getting painted. It's going to have a brand new black paint job on it. It's going to be sharp.
Yeah, that's I like it. I like his car. When I seen his video on it and everything, and I was like, oh man, I thought you just, I figured you had some big plans for that car, and then
probably gonna.
Here it's going to be a daily, and I was like, well, I mean that's cool too. I mean, be reliable.
It really depends on my car. If I sell my gray car, I'm going to supercharge the Cobra, and I'm going to have a supercharged daily that's just going to be fun, show. And that's probably all I'm going to do, man. I'm going to have that, my Ranger, my wife's car. I'm going to tell you a truck I really want is Alex's black F-150 single cab.
Oh, yes.
I've been talking to him. If I was to get that truck, I would probably sell this Cobra and just have that truck, and that's it. And I would try to make it around 800 horsepower to be my daily driver, and that's just it. Because
that white one he did was off the chain, man.
The white one ain't got nothing on the black one.
Well, I know I've seen the videos on the black one, from Foxcast. I've seen his update videos.
I've seen that truck in person because I was gonna buy it before they supercharged it, and I was like literally a week too late. And then he supercharged. So I've been talking to him a little bit. I don't know if I could get that truck though. I would honestly sell practically everything I had minus my diesel, and just have that one truck because I could drive it to Ford Takeover, put all the stuff in the back, go have a little fun in it, and drive it home. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody wants to be the fastest. I'm making well over 1,300 to the back tire. And I'm just here to tell you right now, when you go compete in small tire, if you ain't got 2,000 or more, just go home. Just go home. If you ain't running 440s, don't even show up. And that's kind of, and
Yeah,
that and
these
that's when
these
you
cars are getting stupid fast out there, man. It's
that's
just
really when you're having to work on your car every single weekend doing stuff to it. And I just ain't got time for all that no more. So I'm really considering selling it to this guy, especially, I mean, if I have opportunity to make this kind of money off of it too, I won't get that again.
Yeah, I mean I think the market's going to come down at some point.
It
I
is,
mean,
man.
it'll come
It's
down, but the question is whether or not inflation comes down with it, because prices of everything's going up. So it might not really come down, but inflation might go up to where that price is the new low.
You want to know my idea of racing? You're gonna laugh at me, but I'm being dead serious. A '89 S10 or a Fox body or something like that just runs a 7.0. The 7.0 class for some reason pays the most, and we're talking eighth mile, pays the most money of any class because there's the most cars in it. And say I got an '89 S10 with a 383,
Yeah.
$800 motor, and hell, it'll last you seasons, man. And if it ever does blow up, $800 you're racing
So
again.
that guy, the buddy of mine who has the boosted 2015 GT that has had a power glide and he has a Whipple. He's trying to sell that now. He just picked up a I don't know if it's a pro mod or not. He picked up a '66 Mustang. It's running right now. It's in the 7.0 class, I think. Like, definition of consistency. I think he took it like 3 different tracks. It ran a 708, 707, 709.
That's
Every
money.
single time, 3 different tracks.
That's money. That's a money maker. And that's what I try to tell people. It don't make sense to me when my car is 2.5, 3 seconds faster than some of these, and their payouts double what ours is. So why even push it? Why push your car to that level? But to me, I've been drag racing now for going on, I don't know, 10 or 12 years strong. I put so much money in it, and it's not worth the payback and the headache versus going to test and tune, having fun, maybe enter a daily class here and there, something like that.
I hear you, Laguna.
well, see, that's just like back in the day, man. These numbers that these cars nowadays are putting down on these small tires. Back in the day, it was unheard of unless you was like top fuel dragsters or something, or running NHRA classes and stuff.
Well, you know who I run around with, Mike. I run
Oh
around
yeah,
with cars in the dirty South, all of them. And y'all, the money they put in them cars, crazy.
Yeah, I'm a po boy. I like to spend no money.
Mm-hmm.
dude, it ain't nothing to see them on these cash days go out and drop $5,000 on a race.
Mm-hmm.
And or go out and win a cash days and walk away with 18, 20 grand.
Right.
You know.
But you can also lose. Look at Dane Hearn. I've seen him go through 3 motors this year. That's $26,000 a pop. So you tell me.
Jeez, man. God.
I mean, I'm just telling y'all. I have as much fun right now going to the track and watching them and helping them and just hanging out as I did racing, because there's no stress involved. It's just going and having fun. Like at Ford Takeover this last year, we didn't race Saturday, and I had so much fun just hanging out. And even though it rained, I had so much fun just hanging out with everybody. And I feel like if I had that truck like Alex has, or even my Cobra that I got now, just going up there, showing it off, and just having fun.
Dude, I think the best part about it, the whole thing, was just like you said, just hanging out, eating egg rolls, and just sitting in the trailers. But the funniest thing was about that whole day was you playing them damn drag race noise in your trailer, and everybody kept going over. Are they running? Are they running? Dude, I was laughing my tail off over that. That was the funniest stuff. And it was the same people each time too. Is what got me.
I had a drag racing video on my phone. I had a loudspeaker in my trailer. Man, I'd play it, and it would literally sound like people was running. There would be people running up to the gate to see who's racing, and keep in mind it's piss pouring rain. Like, these are rookies right here. Right. Yeah, I remember we did race 6,000. Anybody ever heard of that dude anymore? Whatever happened to him?
Who, James Edwards? I know you guys were talking about that guy when I first started hanging out with you guys.
Some little troll. I know I still got a troll on my channel. He'll go on, and he changes his name a lot, but he'll like try to negatively comment stuff. I think it's funny.
Well, my last live stream,
Might be
as
him.
soon as I turned it on, I got 2 thumbs downs immediately. I was like, well, this is going good.
I don't care. They don't realize giving you thumb down or not. It helps your
Yeah,
algorithm.
it helps you out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, even on your videos, it don't hurt it at all.
It just means it stirs a reaction. That's all they want to see.
Mm-hmm. But y'all realize, my YouTube even slowed down. This move, it killed mine. Y'all know mine was going on a roll. Like, I thought I was on my way, man. And then literally, I moved and then it tanked. It just leveled out like it did before.
Ain't you over? Ain't you at 3,000 subs right now?
Me?
Yeah.
70, almost 7,100.
Oh, 7,100. Somebody
Mhm.
else has just hit 3,000. I can't remember who it was.
I'm
But, I mean,
almost
you got a lot of subs, man.
I do,
Yeah.
and that's why I think this Cobra and the street stuff it's gonna appeal to more people. Not everybody can relate to a 1,300 horsepower car, man.
Wasn't it
And
just this time last year that you was at, or just barely hitting 1,000, or just hit 1,000 subs?
I hit 1,000 subs in 6-7 months.
Yeah. It's crazy how fast how big your channel's gotten in such short time.
But
Yeah.
when it got the biggest though was when I was introducing the street stuff to my channel. Remember, I
Yes.
had Camaro and the other stuff, and
Yep.
it blew up, man. The
Yeah.
GTR,
It's something about the street racing that people just really, they just really flock to.
it ain't even street racing, just a street cars. Something people can relate to is what I found. What does the best?
You know something I've been seeing a lot on YouTube here lately that's starting to come back, and that's mini trucking.
Thanks, Street
I'm saying
Fox. Oh, dude, I love mini trucks. I got that.
I'm seeing mini
Dude,
trucking coming back, dude.
I love a freaking mini truck. Which I got that Ranger. You know that Ranger I got.
Right.
I'm lowering it down and putting 20s on it.
I had a S10, and it had the full shell tonneau on it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I had the open window, and I had 8 12-inch subs in the back, and it was lowered, and it had the wire wheels on it with the center knocks on them. Dude, I love that truck. I bought it from a car lot, and it didn't have the subs in it, but it had the box and everything. And I bought the subs and put it in. I love the hell out of that truck.
I'm telling you, I really want that truck from Alex. That's one I really, 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 really want, but I don't know. Price is pretty. He wants a penny for it. I'll tell you that.
That's funny, Laguna.
All right, let me ask you a question. If you sell the Punisher for what you've been offered, would you be close to his price?
Oh, I'd be well over his price.
Huh?
I'd be well over.
I think your decision, when you think about it, if you really want that truck.
Look, the problem with that truck is it's worth what he's asking. Don't get me wrong, but it does have a rebuilt title. And if I ever wanted to resell it, that truck.
But you will. You will.
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that. Everybody, y'all don't know that gray truck I had, my 250. I've had it going on 5 years.
Well, you think about it though, that truck that Alex has, because he works at that place that redoes all those trucks, that buys all those trucks and everything.
Yeah.
So he's very knowledgeable on those trucks, and look how fast he builds them. I mean, he takes 2 or 3 trucks and puts together the best looking truck.
Everybody gives me and Ken kind of hell for selling cars, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give y'all a little hint.
Hey man, if I could do it, I would do it. If I could do it, I would do it. I'm not giving you any hell.
I've told him the same thing, and he started catching on. When you tell people you'll never sell a vehicle, that's when they're like, okay, whatever. What I tell people is I have no intentions on selling it whatsoever. So then somebody take it to a car show or something like that, somebody offer you, and they'll be like, man, what would it take to get that? I'd be like, man, I don't know. It'd take a lot to get this car. And then they'll give you an offer. Don't ever price it. When they give you an offer, then you have all the power. You can say either, oh, you're way out of way, or let me think about it. Yeah, I'll take that. But you don't do it right away. You got to play with it. I've just learned how to do it, man.
But and you talking about that truck with having a rebuilt title? It's like Sean's saying here. Even though with a rebuilt title, the way that truck is built and put
Yeah.
together, it
Hmm.
wouldn't be hard to sell.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't be hard to sell at
But
all
but
if you
but
ever
this
decide to
this
sell
is
it
my
again.
thing. If I was to get that truck, I literally would not have any intent on it. Just like my or my black Cobra I'm building right now. That Cobra I got is a 10 out of 10 interior, bro, a 97. It's a true Cobra. I got all the paperwork with it. Everything. It's got brand new wheels and tires, and the freaking coyote swap in this thing is flawless. Like, flawless. It looks like it came from the factory with it. Stupid. AC, heat, all that. Once this thing's painted, y'all, I have a good feeling somebody's going to offer me stupid money for it. And I don't want to sell it because it's so unique. You know what I mean?
Right,
How many
right.
people with a true 97 Cobra that's coyote swap? I mean, it's different. But
I tell you
that's,
what, the price for it would be premium on it.
oh, yeah.
It
I
would
wouldn't take
definitely be
less than
premium
30.
because right now, if you look on Marketplace, you look at some of the cars that's popping up on there that are, like some of the older Fox bodies that are all original. They're
Mm-hmm.
30, 40 grand, and then some of the Cobras that are popping up on there that are true Cobras,
Well,
they're
my
going for
car,
the same
the car,
prices, 30, 40 grand.
the car I got was one of 600 ever made. I got the paperwork with it. But granted, it's not like it was. It's coyote swap now, so it's that's a whole different ball game. It's probably one of the only ones like this. But it's got the saddle brown interior, y'all, and it's
Yeah,
beautiful,
I've seen videos, or I think
man.
Ken did a video on it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did,
Yeah,
man. I'm
because I
saying
know
it's
I've seen it in a video. It's a gorgeous car. I love it.
410 gears, man. This thing is so freaking torquey, y'all. It's fun.
I'd keep it for a while and just
No, I really.
enjoy
That's literally.
enjoy the car and driving
I'm
the
gonna tell
piss
you,
out of it.
my idea would be to get that, keep my Cobra, sell my gray car, and try to get that truck. I just don't see that happening. I just don't. I would like to see that happening, but I don't know if I don't want a whole bunch of vehicles. Not anymore. I don't
Well,
like
you
my
could use
stuff.
that truck. Couldn't you use that truck to pull your boat? Wouldn't that truck pull your boat?
That's why I would want it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
those
it
F
would
one
pull your
fifty,
boat, and
those F-150s are rare. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of those that you see built, and that one's just so pretty. It's so unique in its own
yeah.
way.
Too
Yeah.
fast
Say
asking what trans you got.
Oh, you're gonna laugh at this. It's still got the T45 in it.
really.
Yeah, and it's still holding up, believe it or not. But I'm gonna upgrade it. They make a T45 that's supposed to hold 700 foot-pounds of torque. It's $2,700, and I don't ever intend on going more than 600 horsepower in that car if I supercharge it anyway, because it's
Okay,
technically
night,
just.
Mike.
See you, Mike
Next time,
Garage.
like, boosted.
Yeah,
If you decide to upgrade that transmission in that Cobra,
yeah.
is that a six spoke? Uh, is that a six spoke transmission?
Honestly, I don't really know. I think it is. I think it's the
I'm wondering if
same.
that transmission would fit in my car.
I believe it would, man. You got the
I got the T5 with the six spoke. It's got the six
T5.
spoke. It's got the six spoke front on the transmission where it bolts up to the bell housing.
You know what? I think it will.
If you decide to upgrade that transmission to the newer T45, let me know. I may want to get that other one off of you.
I'll give it to you if I get it out.
Well, I'd love that because I need to upgrade. With all I'm doing in my car, especially going boosted on it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need a better transmission.
Well,
Because that
T45.
that T5 is not gonna hold up, especially if I put any
Well,
kind of boost to it.
T45 ain't much stronger, man. I mean, it's a little bit, but it ain't.
But I can always have it. I can always
Yep.
have it built too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can always have it
Bulletproof.
bulletproofed, and so I like to see you get that truck though, man. I've seen this. I know the quality work he does because I've seen that white truck, and I
Mm-hmm.
tell you what, that interior, the way he did that interior out of the
No, black
out of
one.
the crew cab, man. Oh my God, it's flawless. It looks like it was originally designed for that truck. The
And
way
it's
he
so
put it together, and it's
looks new. It looks great.
yeah.
I don't say I know, man. Street Fox, I really don't want to, and I hadn't told him. I haven't really told him yes or no yet. But man, a lot is sure telling me the way the world's going right now and the way the EPA just keeps hammering down, I'd much rather be in a street car that I can drive every day and not have to worry and still have, 600-700 horsepower and have fun versus having a more track oriented car.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the gray car you can drive all over town, but it's not a car you're going to get in and just drive every single day, 3 hours a day, something like that. You get where I'm going?
Well, if we were closer to 2024, then it'd be one thing. But we still got a few more years of this.
Yeah.
I'm
something else too's boosted, with a boosted car, with a turbo car like the gray car, you got a whole lot more stuff. If you drive it on the street or try to not necessarily daily, but just get out and drive it and have fun with it. You got more things there that can tear up on the car. The turbo can go out. You can blow an oil line or anything can happen, and it can literally destroy that entire engine in a matter of seconds.
Yep, and that's your car can race a lot. So
yeah. And with a daily super, like with the truck being supercharged or with the Cobra or whatever, it's the setup on it's a hell of a lot more reliable.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have just as much fun. And you don't necessarily, I've had Car Mob tell me this. I had Speed Addict tell me this, and several other people. You don't have to have 1,000 horsepower or more to have fun with a car. You can have 500, 600, 700 horsepower and have just as much, if not more, fun.
You ain't got to worry.
You don't have that worry in your mind of what's going to tear up.
I tell anybody that's wanting to build a car, y'all know I've had so many fast cars. The most fun cars I've had have been 700-800 horsepower to the ground, street car. You remember that black turbo Camaro I had?
Oh yeah.
That was a fun car. My CTSV, that was a fun car.
Man, I love that CTS. You should have kept that one. That was one you should have kept.
It's still in the family.
Was it a wagon?
My mother-in-law has it.
Is it a wagon? Do you have a wagon?
It's a coupe. Full bolt-on.
Yeah, it was a coupe.
See, I want a wagon, man. I want a CTSV wagon. I want that to be my daily.
It's like that kid that had that CT. Who was it that had the CTSV at the that car show I met y'all at that day?
Us? Me?
Was it? No, that was you that had the CT. I thought there was another one there, wasn't it?
That was mine. That won the show.
That was yours? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it won the car show.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a gorgeous car, man. I love it. And to have that kind of paint job on it from factory, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a very
metal flake paint job from the factory is just you don't hear that kind of stuff.
That car's sharp. I know that. I don't know, man. I'm getting more. I've been doing drag racing so long. I'm kind of getting burnt out on the whole full blown drag stuff. When I got back, it's the GTR, and I was driving that every day. That right there is what made me want to get back in the street, like full blown street cars. And then dude offered me stupid money for that. I mean, if I told you right now, Mustang Mike, or how about Brailsford ride, dude? I'll give you 60 grand for that car right now.
My car? Yeah. Take it.
That's my point. Mustang Mike, I'll give you 30 for yours.
You want me to deliver it to you?
I did. I delivered the GTR to him. He gave me $600 extra.
I'd deliver it to you and shake your hand, give you a hug, kiss you on the cheek, the whole 9 yards.
This guy's even offering to buy my trailer. Everything.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish
the enclosed trailer.
He's talking about me loading everything I got in there. My pit mats, the fuel jugs, everything. Load it up on the back of my truck, deliver it to him, and drop it off.
So basically, he's just buying you out.
Buying your racing program.
Yeah, buying you out 100%.
Yeah.
And but it's like you said. I mean, maybe it's with your channel balancing out like it is, just kind of hovering like it is right now, and you want to get back more into the street car scene. Maybe this is your calling card right here, telling you, hey, I've rode this ride as long as it's gonna go.
But look,
And so let's go down this next avenue.
It is. And the thing about it for me is if you look at all these other channels, let's be honest. It's just the six has never been faster than me, period. I know it's time, period. Demonology hasn't. These guys that are so big, what does having a fast car do? As far as YouTube wise, what does it do?
Well, see, the thing about it is, the reason why, like, it's just a six. The reason why his channel is so big is because here lately, especially, is because he's doing all these car giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got this big merch line.
But he didn't do that
he owns
before.
2 or 3 businesses now. You know, he originally started out as a media business.
But he did not get big like that. He got big when he was just having that manual 1,000 horsepower car.
Right.
Y'all realize back when nobody else.
That was a Camaro, wasn't it?
Y'all realize I was running fives before Demonology, before It's Just a Six, before any of those big YouTubers were ever even in the fives. I'd already been there, done that with a stock Gen 1 Coyote, the Punisher 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you again, like, don't do YouTube for other people. Do it for yourself and what makes you happy, and do it for fun. If you start trying to run your life off of trying to please other people like that, you'll never be happy.
That's just like I told Brels, for the only reason why I'm doing YouTube is for my kids, so they can have something to look back on when I'm dead and gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, if I hit 1,000 subs and get monetized and everything and start making a little bit of money here, $200-300 here and there, that's cool. It is what it is. If I never hit 1,000 subs, it is what it is.
Just trust me. You don't
I got memories for my kids is what I'm looking at.
If people do YouTube to make money, they'll be in for a rude awakening. Trust me. Trust me. Dude, I'm at 7,300 subscribers, and I don't know. I think I'm at 34,000 watch hours right now, and I haven't even really been doing YouTube. You don't get what you think you do, man.
You have to be in the neighborhood of like Mr. Beast or Cletus and stuff like that, where you're getting a million views or 3 million views per video in a day's time. Because they get 40-50 grand off of one video.
I had that one video that went semi-viral. It hit 115,000.
Your wife racing the GTR?
Yeah, it went 115,000 views in one day. And since that one day, it's leveled off. I think it's like 117,000. If that tells you how it slowed down. Off that one video, I think I made $200, I think, something like that. So it wasn't a lot at all. And that was that wasn't, I wasn't too impressed, man, for what it did. So.
And that was just off the advertisement at the beginning of the video, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah.
It was GTR. My wife beats a GTR in her full bolt-on Mustang. But
you missed it. You missed it. So I was telling these guys, my wife out of the blue came to me and said, if I get to 2,000, she'll be in something. She'll come on to do something. So that's my new goal right now.
She'll get out and do something. Like, what kind of something are you talking about?
She'll be in a video with them.
Okay, yeah. Let's slow your roll here, man.
Clear that up. You're gonna have a bunch of people trying to come subscribe.
Right.
No, sure. Well,
I think you ought to have her in a live stream. When you hit 2,000, have her come out and be in a live stream.
No, I'm not doing that.
Just to introduce herself to the to this car community.
We'll let her. Let her do a video first. I know my wife. That'd be a bad idea. I'm trying to ingratiate her in here.
I'm coming up on over 1 million views too.
Wow, that's crazy.
I should hit 300,000 soonish.
I think I was looking at yours earlier on.
But I hadn't been doing YouTube in like 3 months either. I don't know if y'all realize I hadn't really made a video since Ford Takeover.
Yeah. I was looking at yours, Brailsford, earlier on Social Blade. I think he's like at 285,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of it's all car. Well, the thing is, the videos that get me a ton of views aren't getting me a lot of subscribers. It's the Carvana videos. Those Carvana videos, people just like watching them, and I get So they make me a little bit of money, not a lot, but it's like those are getting the most views. Shoot, man, that's like my best video I've ever made, and it's only at like I think 24,000. It's not even close to what Booster got on that viral one. And the crazy thing is, the craziest thing. So, all right, Boosted, I know you're on there too, and you're frustrated with it as well. So TikTok, it's stupid. I don't freaking get it. I post a clip of a video I have here on YouTube, right? A clip. There's two of them. There's a couple that have gone viral, but I post a clip of my son's birthday parade. Just cars coming through for my son's birthday parade. On here, I got I think 900 views. It's got 350,000 views on TikTok. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it all.
TikTok,
and then it doesn't translate. Like the young crowd could give nothing. They don't care.
Didn't your son's birthday parade? Didn't you have a Karen run in on that video?
Yeah, for the second one. So the one that's gone viral was the one I did last year for my oldest.
Put the Karen video up. Let's watch it.
You'll
hit a million views.
There's but the problem is I didn't have an interaction with her. Like it was on Facebook. It was like lady complaining, like, I can't believe that the fact that this didn't go by my house is inexcusable. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you, lady? This is my son's birthday.
What hurt YouTube? Because like when I started and Ken, if y'all remember back when our circle was a lot.
That's the plan, Sean.
It was me, Ken, and Pony was the monetizers, and we would go live I think I was on Mondays, Pony was Tuesdays, and Ken was Wednesdays. It was just us three. Well, then TikTok come around. And we used to have 50, 60 people on our live streams. I'm telling y'all, TikTok has killed YouTube like crazy. The views, everything.
Well, so this will sound dumb, man. I'm going to be able to monetize on TikTok here soon. I'm not doing it. At least until I will not do it while I'm on active duty. I might do it when I get off active duty because I won't care as much. But while I'm active duty, not happening. Still tied to the Chinese government? No, I'm going to wait.
What I can't understand is like on YouTube, like I'll have videos that get 200-300 views on them, and then that'd be it, and then I'll go a week or 2 weeks and they won't get one view on it. But my shorts, I got one shorts video, and all it was me walking from the back of my car to the front of my car and said, here's some car candy for you. Or some car eye candy for you. I got 3,800, almost 4,000 views on that one video short.
So I posted a short of my dog, of Brutus, when I first got Brutus, sitting in the MG, sleeping on the steering wheel. That little short hit 35,000 views in like 4 hours. Ridiculous. And then it just stops. But you're like, I don't understand how this works. I obviously just...
Well, see, the thing on YouTube, everybody gets too carried away with views. Views matters, but you really get paid off your watch hours.
Yep.
If you want to know how you're doing on YouTube, don't look at your views. Don't look at your subscribers. Look at your watch hours. That's all that matters.
Something I don't understand, though, Boosted, is my watch hours keep getting taken from me.
Because they reset every month. Like every year it resets. Like it's kind of hard to explain. How do I say it? It's like when you get monetized. Like they tell you have a year to hit 1,000 and 4,000. Well, if you don't hit it right, then it don't all get taken away. Just how much you hadn't got gets taken away. If that makes sense.
Well, see, all right, this week alone, I checked it, and I was at 1,100. What was it? 1,164 watch hours. And I checked it this morning, and I was at 1,119.
This past month?
And this past week. I checked it
you got
Friday.
1,100 watch hours in the week?
No, I checked it last. No, that's how many watch hours I got total.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Friday I checked it. I had 1,100 and I want to say 1,180, something like that, 1,190. And I was like knocking on the door of 1,200 watch hours, and I was super excited about it. I was like, damn, I didn't think I'd get this many, And I checked it today, and I was 11:19 this morning, and now I'm back up to 11:30.
So if you go on your analytics and you click the watch hours one, and you extrapolate it out to 365 days, you can see the first day what you'll lose tomorrow, because you're gonna lose whatever that first day is. Every day it turns over. Does that make sense? It's a constantly moving window.
Yep.
It only takes those.
So okay, so say my very first day I got 100 watch hours.
100. Say you got 100 watch hours, and you're currently on day 365. Tomorrow, that first day becomes day 366, and it's no longer in that window. So you lose those 100 watch hours.
Yep.
And it's in the overview part of it.
You should be able to click on your actual hours, and then
You know what really boosted my watch hours up was that video of her racing that GTR. It was a long video, and the average watch time on it was 9 minutes. My watch hours went through the roof off.
Well, I remember you posting about it, man.
I could
Yeah,
not.
I've
That was
watched
a good video, though. That was actually like a good video.
I thought it was too.
Yeah,
I thought it was too. It was entertaining, and it was actually real. Like, I was really excited for her. You know.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was like, hell yeah! My wife just beat.
Well, I think, I don't think those. They were like, what are they, like 20-year-old kids? They had no freaking idea what was about to happen to them.
No, they pulled up in there smirking and laughing. I looked over her like Van Diesel did with Paul Walker and was like, "Get him, get him."
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Man, we're on later than I thought I was going to be. Just because you came in here, we're all chatting.
It's all good. I mean, yeah, we're having a good time.
I'm not working. I'm on leave right now.
Well, see, no, I intend to start going live again. I just hadn't. Y'all realize my YouTube just ain't. I hadn't really been doing it just because, you know, when all you have is a drag car / street car, you can't just get out and drive it around and tell stories and make video. You just can't.
So I'm trying to get in. Like, I don't know. It's hard. That's what I was doing before my son was born, and I'm trying to stick with it, but like it kind of fell off a little bit. Like I used to have a day upload, a certain 2 days I'd upload, and I've kind of like lost that consistency. I still usually do about 2 uploads a week, but it's not on the same days it used to be.
Well, see, I grind like crazy, y'all. Whenever I was coming up on YouTube, you couldn't go live to get watch hours. You had to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So I was cranking out 2 or 3 videos a week every single week, and you'll get burnt out. You'll get tired.
Oh yeah, you will.
You'll get tired. But
well, that's Sorry, go ahead, man.
The live streams coming on with y'all. Like, I ain't been on a lot of lives here lately, but I've been trying. But like, I wasn't doing nothing tonight. I said, I'm gonna go join the live stream. Let's go talk.
I hear you, Sean.
You see, like my watch time hours, my overview for 365 days, it's I got 1,205.3 total watch hours.
Dude, stupid fast truck.
But it says I'm down.
Have you seen those Maxima videos? Those videos. I don't know what it is about the dang Maxima videos. Both of those videos I put out are over 30,000 views, and people are watching the whole freaking video. I did a muffler delete on a Nissan Maxima. It got 40,000 views. And I want to say, I can't remember. It's some stupid watch hours on it, though. People watching the whole video. I'm like, wow. It's the thing.
Does the live streams really help your watch hours?
Yes, they do. They do. It may not help you.
Yeah, they do.
They do, but it won't help your algorithm, if that makes sense. But I'll tell you this. What you're going to learn on YouTube, y'all, no matter how long you want to try to do it, you can do as many videos as you freaking want. One $5 super chat is better than 12, 13 of your videos in a month, maybe more. That's no lie.
Wow.
Ask anybody that does it, unless you're doing 250 plus thousand views a video.
Yeah.
Super chats is what gets you paid. That's what gets you anything.
So I'll go ahead and tell the group here. I don't mind sharing. So I've been monetized since April, and I don't know. I've been very fortunate. I guess there's a minimum number that YouTube that they'll pay you. Like you have to be greater than a certain number. My number is $100. I will not get paid each month unless you make more than $100.
Right.
I've averaged about anywhere from 110 to I've got as high as 160, but 160 I had a lot of super chats that month. But usually on my own videos I'll make about 120.
Yeah.
Look at Stupid Fast Truck, $5 super chat, a month's worth of videos.
Yeah, it's too fast. I appreciate it, man.
Well, seriously though, guys, like people that watch you, like the best thing you can do is either become a member of the channel. Like, you know, I had like 20 members on my channel at one time. Well, then when I moved and got my first paycheck after I moved, YouTube banned me. And I thought it was because that video I did of Afghanistan. But it wasn't. It was because my address changed. And when they went to pay me, it showed up like my account had been hacked.
Oh,
so I
man.
lost all my memberships of everybody that was a member of my channel. And
So
see,
I didn't
Yeah, I was a member, and I got an email saying that I'm no longer a member of your channel and stuff. And I was like, really?
Yep, I got banned. They deactivated my channel.
Hey, Stupid Fast, I want to say again, real quick, thanks, man. It goes to good use in here. It'll get me some more Fox goodies, hopefully.
That's
somebody
funny.
paid for my budget Super 10s that are sitting in my trunk. So whoever that was, I appreciate it. Stupid Fast, probably you, man. You probably contributed to that. But thanks again. But yeah, it's you definitely don't make a lot. Like if you're doing it for the money, it's definitely not worth it. Like I'm doing it, like it's honestly my reason is the same as Mike's. Like my kids, I'm building a pretty cool record, I think, of all the time I'm spending with my boys.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna I love home movies. I love watching old home movies. However, like when I watch an old home movie about stuff like when I was a little boy, it gets boring after about 2 minutes. And I want to switch to another movie. Like these are like well edited home movies. I'm gonna be able to go back and watch because it's like it's a real freaking little movie almost.
Well, I agree, because if something happened to me, you know, my wife and my son can go back on my YouTube and watch me and watch the passion I had for cars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I'm the same way. You know, it's just to me, it's a endless vault of videos that I've put out for my kids. You know.
Oh yeah, man.
And some of them are, some of them are stupid videos. Some of them are, very poorly edited videos, and then some of them are better than others. But it's, I'm in every one of them.
Yeah. Hey Sean, I appreciate it. Hey, what's really funny is I went back. I got some every now and then. Somebody like one of my old videos that's still pretty popular is a Harbor Freight welder video, and when I did the floor pans for my MG, and people comment on it, and I watched it today just out of curiosity. I was like, I don't even remember what was in this one. And I was watching it, and I was like, gosh, man, this hurts. This is a painful video. Like I can't.
I went back and watched my very first video the other day.
I know. Mine's crazy too.
I was walking around with the camera down to my side, looking, pointing up at me, and I was like, I don't know where this channel is going to go. I don't know how long it's going to last. It may last a week. It may last a month. Who knows? But here's my first video, my introduction to YouTube. Hope you enjoy it. I was like, man, the editing that I did on that was just so poorly put together. But it's got a lot of views. It had like 700 views on that video, and I was like, okay,
I should have started YouTube a lot before I used to hang out with people that had such sick cars before I started YouTube. Like I said, Ken, Speed Addict 731 and Foxcast Media came all the way to my house to do a video on my first Punisher 1.0 because of what it was doing. I had the world record, or I know in the USA, for the fastest Gen 1 Coyote at the time. And
hey, Stupid Fast, you're right, man. You're right. Sorry, go ahead.
They got me to start YouTube. They kept saying, man, you need to start YouTube. And I was like, man, I can't do it. Well, finally, Ken called me. He's like, just do it. Just try it. I was like, all right. So I tried it, and I just took off with it.
So
Ken was the same way. You know, he didn't really want to do YouTube, and Foxcast talked him into it. Now look where he's at with it. You know.
So
Yep.
initially I was documenting that damn MG build just for myself to see where it started and where it got to. And then like last year, obviously when COVID hit, man, I got so dang bored. I was a follower, I was a subscriber to Ken's channel and I'd watch his videos. But like I never really hopped in any of the live streams. That's when I started hopping in live streams last year because like I could not meet car people. I couldn't go anywhere. There's no car shows. I was just freaking bored, dude. I wanted to
I have
talk
so
cars.
much. Dude, car shows to me are as good as drag racing. I don't know why. Like the
I
camaraderie,
love car
people
shows, man.
I love them, man. People talking about your car and stuff. It's like,
Well,
yeah, I like it.
So this weekend, you might have missed it. This weekend, I'm taking my boys to the town I grew up in, and I'm taking them to the first show I ever went to.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's gonna. I mean, it's actually gonna be a pretty big show. There's gonna be a lot of people there, but I'm missing Foxtoberfest to go to this instead.
I'll tell you what, man. I've been to car shows and still there talking to these guys about cars for, you know, what seemed like hours, you know, and you can ask them a question and they'll give you all the advice that they can, or you know, because most of these guys have, you know, the problems you're having with your car, most of these guys have already had that problem and figured out the solution. And that's what I love about the car community, because you know there's always somebody that's willing to help you.
Mike, you should have been at that Athens car show that I was sitting there and I was in my GTR. My other buddies had their cars. Well, then this brand new McLaren 720S carbon fiber edition comes rolling up and all you hear is turbos. And I'm like, oh my God. And he just parked close to me. I'm like, I got to go see this guy. Well, this guy gets out. He's about 26 years old. And I just asked him, I was like, dude, that is such a sick car. He said, man, it's all right, man. I like my Viper better. I said, dang, you got a Viper? He said, I got a lot of cars. Well, come to find out, the dude's got 34 GTRs. He's got 3 Bugattis. Well, let's just put it this way. He's got over $100 million of cars. He developed the software for Tesla. 26 years old.
No kidding.
He gets cars. He's on Instagram. I don't really want. He kind of wants to remain kind of under the. I understand.
Yeah.
But he's number 1 on the list for the new Tesla coming out, the Roadster.
He also gives away cars.
He also gives away cars. Dude, he's got so many. He's got Paul Walker. He's got his actual GTR. He bought it.
Yeah. Speaking of Paul Walker, the what was it, the Supra?
Yeah.
The one that's painted the Lamborghini orange. It just sold at Barrett Jackson's. I think it. I saw a video on it. I didn't see the final sale video of how much it actually went for, but the video I saw, it was at $500,000.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where are you driving to this late night, man?
Look here. There's a haunted house down here. Y'all want to come down here? It's supposed to be one of the best ones in the country.
Is that Arts Mortis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
I've been to it. Dude, it's
crazy,
sick.
ain't it? It's crazy.
Yes.
It's right down the road from my house. I'm like, I went
Really?
last year. Yeah, it's right, dude. It ain't even 5 minutes from my house, maybe 6.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first time I went, I'm like, man, ain't no haunted house scary.
They had it open like snakes.
And she took me in there, and you open up the first thing, and there's freaking real live snakes, man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what the heck? It's crazy.
The first time I went to it, me and my wife went to it, and she got so scared that she started hyperventilating.
Well, you know, it's ranked like the top 1 in the nation.
Yeah.
The one in Summertown, Tennessee was number 1, but they banned it because they were actually torturing people in it.
God bless.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a sec, real quick. Give me a sec. Hey, Sean. Sean, I appreciate it, man. Those the group, they can be kind of toxic on there, but I did like doing those videos.
That one in Summertown, Tennessee, You bring the dude a bag of dog food and you sign a consent form, and you got to bring a medical background clearance to even get in. And if you get through, he paid you $25,000, and nobody ever made it through the first house.
Well, they can go to your house and abduct you.
Yeah, they go to your house and abduct you and all kind of shit.
Nobody's.
I'm like, no thanks.
There was I seen on TikTok about this haunted house where they got they got warnings on the building. You got to sign a waiver just to go in it.
That was it.
The people actually touch you and stuff like that.
No, they don't touch you. They they shut it down. It's the one in Summertown, Tennessee. Google it.
Is that the same one? It was what the hell's the name of it? Damn it, because it was on TikTok and I seen it. Yeah, I seen it on TikTok, and it's they had all these warnings out there.
Yeah.
That there's real blood, guts, and stuff like that you see it, and I was like, holy shit.
No, the one in
Summertown.
Summertown,
Pardon my language.
he would like break your fingers. He would pull teeth out.
No, that's a little bit extreme. The ones they're talking about, you actually, if you go make it through it, then you get your $50 or whatever you paid for it back. But they do get to touch you.
That's that one in Summertown. You get $20,000 if you make it
that's a whole
through.
different level. He's also probably in jail.
Yeah, that dude was psychotic, man. Psycho.
That's like that. It sounds like a freaking. You seen that YouTube freaking Netflix show Squid Game?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that.
We watched that the other day. Red light, green light.
Yeah.
You know how bad that would suck? That dude was holding him up by his back. You know how hard that would be? Because if you drop him, they're going to shoot you too.
You didn't want to watch it.
That's impossible. It's impossible.
I know, I agree. There's no way in heck he's holding him up. Ain't no way. Especially with all that adrenaline running. Nope.
I hear you, Sean. I got lucky, man. My freaking daily driver took a dump, and I thought it was hard down where I was going to be putting 1,500 at least into it. But
Laguna boss. He said the haunted houses. Those houses sound like no. You sign a consent form before you go through it, Laguna. So you can't do nothing about it. You literally give him permission, and that you tell him like things that scare you the most, like getting abducted. They would take people from their car. Like you can Google it. It's Summertown, Tennessee haunted house. His neighbors actually got so tired of hearing all the screams that they actually got it shut down. That was a big talk because Summertown wasn't too far from where I used to live.
yeah,
Everybody
Colton,
wanted to do it though because they thought it was so hardcore.
Colton, you're a little late. I'm actually probably going to end it here soon, man. I'm way past my bedtime. I need to go to bed. We'll go for 3 more minutes.
What time is it there?
McKinney Manor, Deathbridge, or Creepy Hollow?
It's 12:23. Colton actually won the boss giveaway. Colton, hey man, the only thing I'm waiting on, I got to make all 3 of your guys' shirts. So once I get those done, I'll send them out to you.
Hey, Boasted, there's Deathbridge, Creepy Hollow, and McKinney Manor.
What's up? What's up?
What part of North? Are you in Charlotte? Are you close to Charlotte?
No, man, I'm like 4 hours away. I'm on the coast. I'm by Camp Lejeune.
Oh, okay.
Why is that truck still on?
He's
I'm
sleeping.
stationed.
That's where they sleep.
I'm stationed on Lejeune, so.
Okay.
Oh, this is it.
Dude,
Tennessee is home to the scariest haunted house in the U.S. It requires a 40-page waiver, doctor's note. Holy crap.
Dude, it ain't no joke. I'm telling you. You're driving home. You have no idea when they'll do it. You could literally be driving home from work one day, and out of the middle of nowhere, somebody runs you off the road, abducts you, blindfolds you, and brings you to the haunted house. No, thank you.
Yeah,
holy
why?
crap.
Why?
Listen to this. It says mental game. It says Russ McKinney, the founder of the haunted house or whatever, says he's so good at what he does, he's had people sue him over things they thought happened during the show, but didn't actually happen. Holy crap.
Or probably did happen. He just denies it.
Yeah, ain't no way.
You should show them our roller coaster hills.
Now this one up here from
Beautiful
me down the road, they can't put hands on you, but it's one of the best ones in the country. I tell you that, it's great. It's good.
Yeah, when my wife, like I said, my wife started hyperventilating at that one, and when we got into the next room, the guy that jumped out, and did his act or whatever, I told him, I said, hey, I need to get her out of here. She's hyperventilating, and he opened the side door right where he was at. And he said, follow this trail and takes you right out. And they actually gave her, they gave us our money back for the show, which was, I thought was pretty cool of them. They didn't have to, but
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never been scared of no haunted house in my life. But there was a clown at this one, and kind of jumped out of nowhere. That son of a bitch was scary. He had red eyes like a demon and shit. I didn't know what the heck. I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, guys, I need to end this live stream. I need to get some sleep.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Hey, man, it was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for hopping in here.
Yes, sir. Everybody in chat, y'all have a good one. Brother, man, appreciate you having me up on the panel.
Hey, man, thanks for hopping in. Stupid Fast, thanks for the super chat, sir. Again, never asked you guys for anything, but appreciate it. It's definitely going to go towards a good use. And then Andy's not in here anymore, but he also donated as well. But everybody have a good night. I'm going to get some sleep, and I'm probably going to have to wake up twice for the baby tonight. So
yeah. It's awesome seeing T. Hetzler in here. Y'all keep T. Hetzler in your prayers, and also keep Brailsford and his family in y'all's prayers too for his you say grandmother?
Yeah, that's my grandmother. I appreciate
his grandmother. Y'all keep him in your prayers as well.
I appreciate it, man.
Everybody have a good night.
All right, guys. Take care.